I'll go Titan. That works.
Well, the thing is in Paragon City, because heroes have been around for 100 years,
hey guys,
most of the best names have already been taken.
Hey,
okay. Well, that changes things.
Folks, we are live because I was telling you we are live, but my microphone was muted because Tom's producing the stream tonight.
Because
hey, Tom, thanks.
Hey guys,
most of the best names have already been taken. I'm not seeing anything on Twitch yet.
Okay. Tom is messing some stuff up. Here we go. We're good.
Yeah, we look great.
We're good to go now.
All right, so hello and welcome to the RPG Academy podcast. I am Michael, and we are here tonight with what we are calling a field trip into Paragon City. We are going to be playing a PBTA style game that is being designed by our guest DM Jason, or GM, I guess, as that is in this game. But this is an unofficial fan-made thing. This is not in any way actually associated with the video game City of Heroes, but it is set in that world, in that universe. So my name is Michael. I will be playing the controller. I do not have a name yet, but we're going to get to that as we create characters. So let's go around the room and introduce ourselves, and then we'll end on Jason, who can start the game. So Tom, you go next.
Hey guys, I am Tom. I'm at BezCardTom on Twitter. Yeah, and I'm going to be playing the Blaster because it seemed like the coolest one. And I'm like, I have a brand, you know.
All right, and then Brad.
Hey everybody, how you doing? I'm Brad at Force and Destiny on Twitter. Tonight I'm going to be playing the Scrapper, and I do have a character name. My character's name is his. Should we go with our super name? Since do we have secret identity? Determine that.
There is no formal secret identity.
Perfect. All right. So my street name's going to be Lucky Titan.
I like it. I like it.
All right. And then the other, slightly lesser, Michael.
Well, is Michael muted? Michael muted.
Yeah, you know. I think there's a better deal on this, Michael. So, yeah, I'm Michael at Verjaeger1, VERJAEGER1. You can't find it because I'm invisible on the internet. But I'll be playing the Defender tonight. So we will be trying to play some very muscle-bound Defender. And it's loosely based off of Zarya from Overwatch, for all you big nerdos out there like me. And I don't have a fantasy name yet, so we'll get to that. But ready to jump in.
Awesome. So again, just one last reminder for anyone who might be jumping in. We are playing a role-playing game set in the world of Paragon City, not the actual video game. With that, Jason, you are our guest GM tonight. You're going to lead us through this adventure while we do some hero roles and super roles. So take it away.
Thank you very much, Michael. I am happy to be here. I appreciate it. Once again, for everybody watching, this is a fan-made adaptation. I do not have a license to do anything with City of Heroes. This is just my own little project I've been working on for about 3 years. And I'm very proud to kind of debut it to a larger audience through the RPG Academy. This is a powered by the apocalypse game, which means most of the mechanics work on a 3 different categories. You're rolling 2d6 and adding a number, usually a modifier from +1 to +2 -1. And if you roll a 6 or less, it is a failure. If you roll a 7 to 9, it is a success with a complication. And if you roll a 10 or better, it is a complete success with little or no complications. The game is primarily driven by fiction first. So everything you do should flow from the story. In other words, you're not able to call out and say, I want to make a move of detective work, because you actually have to perform detective work, which is searching for answers. Once you search for answers, that will trigger the move detective work.
It's cool.
Any questions so far?
So you're telling me that I can just go I can go find this vial of the most toxic nuclear waste and just inject it into my body and become the most powerful being in the universe, right?
Well, that would probably suffer a knocked out result, and you may have things happen to you such as your origin or powers have been retconned.
Okay.
You may be from an alternate dimension or timeline.
Okay, cool. So our actions are going to have effect.
Yes, they are. Very briefly, there are just a couple of moves that I'd like to go over. The one you're going to use most commonly is use a power. Whenever you fictionally use a power, you'll roll plus your associated stat. And the associated stat depends on what type of hero you are. For a blaster, it is a dexterity. For a scrapper, it is strength. For a controller, it is intelligence. For a defender, it is wisdom. Anything else you do will be something like risky business or detective work. You can also flash back to discover certain facts. You can work together for teamwork. And of course, you can also then just take a break to recover hit points. But when you do take a break, things move on ahead because you're basically taking a break as the story progresses and the clock moves a little bit further forward. The use a power move uses a type of hold called stunts. And this is the type of hold where you spend it 1 for 1 to create an effect. When you roll, if you roll a 7 to 9, you gain 2 stunts. And there may be some complications. If you roll a 10 or better, you gain 3 stunts. And at 6 or less, you face the consequences of great power.
Can you say those ranges one more time? What were those ranges?
10 plus, 3 stunts. 7 to 9, 2 stunts.
Okay.
6 or less, no stunts. Face the consequences of great power.
All right. 10 all night. Yeah, I'm in.
10 plus.
10 plus. For days.
That's fine.
Get in the 10
I wish
plus
you
club.
luck.
Okay.
Things you can do with your powers. First of all, something you can always do with your powers is cause damage. You are able to cause damage at close range. And what that means is within basically a sword strike of someone. You can also perform different stunts listed under your powers. Each power has about 5 different stunts they can do, and the stunts work exactly as written. Think of them as sort of spells where they do exactly what they say.
Okay.
But you can't use the same power more than once when it's your kind of turn. So you can't decide to do damage, and do damage. You can instead do damage, knock someone to a faraway place, and supercharge your powers for plus 1d4 damage. Those are 3 separate things you can do with your stunts. Your stunts do not have to be spent when you acquire them. You can hold on to them to use them later. You can hold on to them to use them while someone else is using their powers to combo their powers. For example, if you are a super strength character, you can jump to a near place. And when you do so, perhaps somebody with a whirlwind who can increase the wind speed can lift you so you can jump further than someplace near.
Okay. Cool. Hold on, I'm going to jump back real quick. I got to plug in my computer. Otherwise, that would be bad.
Good one.
The other move is risky business. This basically covers anything you try and do that has an imminent threat or there's possibly a calamity. Flashback allows you to consult your accumulated experience. Detective work is when you search for answers, and depending on how you do it will depend on which stat applies. If you're sneaking around, it might be dexterity. If you're doing research, it might be intelligence. If you're talking to people, it could be charisma. And what happens then is based on the result you roll, is you can ask one question and then a follow-up question at a 10 plus and gain plus 1 forward when acting on the answers. On a 7 to 9, you can ask one question and maybe a slight complication occurs. And at a 6 or lower, you don't find trouble, trouble finds you.
Sounds ominous.
Dun, dun, dun.
All right, so how do we roll very low? The trouble just finds us.
Try to do things with your worst stat.
All right.
So if your dump stat is wisdom and you want to investigate a crime scene using forensic analysis, go for it.
I'm not gonna use forensic analysis. I'm just gonna follow this this hunch that I got. That seems like
That's
unwise. Fine. Yeah. All right.
I think it was red herring.
Yeah.
Just a couple of Powered by the Apocalypse terms. +1 forward, which means take a +1 to your next roll, and it can be specific. For example, take +1 forward on risky business. Take +1 forward on use of power. There's +1 ongoing, which means you take a +1 for every roll that you make. It could also be specific. Take a +1 ongoing to use a power, which means every time you use a power, you take a +1 ongoing. It can also be another modifier, take -1 ongoing. There is another type of hold called ward for the defender. This allows them to heal other people or supercharge their damage, and it's based on when other people take damage. So the more damage other people take, the more powerful the defender can help them and aid them.
Michael, I'm be taking so much damage, you're going to be able to defend me for days. Okay?
Yes,
yeah.
I can't wait for you to take damage so I can do more damage.
I'm going to take all of the damage. Okay.
Those are the main mechanics. There are some couple of tags to be familiar with. They're the typical ones you'll find in many Powered by the Apocalypse games, which are forceful, messy, stun. There are the ranges. There is close. There is reach. Then there are the Grover ranges. Near, far.
Okay.
Near, far. And that's how I remember them.
Okay. Now we all do that. No. All right. So, perfect. Do we want to are we going to build characters with this? Or tell
You can.
Or tell are we going to
building
talk about our
characters
characters at all?
If you haven't built your character, it takes approximately 15 minutes. That was the entire rules explanation pretty much for the entire game. I made it to be very much a drop on the table and play in 30 minutes or less.
Perfect. Okay.
I'm good.
For creating characters, it's basically filling in blanks on your character sheet, assigning your stats, picking your powers, choosing if you're a defender or a vigilante, and going over your starting moves that you have as the different archetypes or character classes, or however you want to note them.
Okay. Do you want to explain the buttons real quick?
Sure. Buttons are a role-playing mechanic. They act as triggers for your character. They help you show off something unique or interesting about your character, something you want to feature. For example, make a plan so that I can disobey it. Or say something extreme that can't be done so that I can do it.
That one's mine.
Your buttons are not secret, and you want to push other people's buttons and have your own buttons pushed because that equates to experience.
Okay. Perfect. So,
you also want to role play your archetype, your allegiance. If you're a hero, you want to, for example, Tom, tell us about being a hero.
To be a hero, all right, it means, I'm going to tell you what this particular hero is, all right? All right, it is going to be, I'm going to become a role model of heroic behavior. I'm going to help people. I'm going to explain my higher purpose, and I'm going to explain it so much, all right? So it's just the different, when we think of these tropes of being a hero.
Yep.
That's right.
And is anybody playing a vigilante? Then we're not going to worry about it.
Guys, we are all so good.
Heroes.
Heroes, man.
We're heroes. I'm so proud of you all for doing this.
Of course. What do I like? Play Horde or something?
I don't know, man.
Warcraft?
Yeah. Okay.
Does anybody else other than Tom have a button picked already?
Go ahead, Michael.
So buttons, it's things that like come up for you a lot. So like one is going to be like muscle power, and like just be strong is what my character force field, but it's spelled really bad. It's FORC3 and F exclamation point 3 LD, because all of the good names in this system are taken. So I've had to put numbers in my name to get the right name. And then I also have then do something about it. It's the quintessential go or get off the pot. And he feels that way about powered people and non-powered people. If you want something, go get it.
So I think those were your moves, though, right?
No.
Okay.
No, that's just like what pushes your buttons. So what pushes my buttons is people that don't do those things, that are either
I gotcha.
not
Buttons
trying.
usually act as a trigger.
Yeah.
So they're something like, offer me a high-risk, high-reward plan that I can't refuse. So for muscle power, it could be make me do something or get me to back off.
Yeah.
So that I can get angry.
Okay.
All right, we've reworded it. All right.
And you only have to pick one button to start because this is going to be a one-shot. Let's just go ahead and get everybody at least one button.
I went with offer me a high-risk, high-reward plan that I can't refuse.
I'm an overachiever, so I took 2. Ask me to listen to your sins or confessions so that I might grant forgiveness, and also ask me to investigate an important object.
Okay.
How about you, Tom?
Okay.
What's that? Oh,
What about you?
mine was the the other thing is Michael Ross. You're a little quiet, just to kind of.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. How about this? Better?
Yeah, that's better.
right.
So my button is, which will make sense as we play, say that something extreme can't be done so that I can attempt to do it.
You can't do that. That's impossible.
Oh, whoa. I will jump that. Watch.
Righty then.
I found the game works best when you lean into your roles. So there are XP incentives to act as part of your archetype. For example, a blaster is defeat a group of enemies. Brad, what's the scrapper? What's their XP trigger underneath the hero vigilante?
It says do the most damage to a powerful enemy.
And for a controller, what's yours?
Use your powers to prevent someone from getting hurt.
And the defender?
Which is this under? Oh, aid someone who would have otherwise suffered.
Me.
Yep, that's it.
We did it. It's you.
That's pretty much character creation. Everybody's picked their alignment. Everybody is familiar with how their archetype works. They've looked over their starting moves. If you are a scrapper, you start with the defensive 1. If there were a tanker, they would start with a defensive 2. The controller, blaster, and defender start with a defensive 0. Defense acts as damage resistance, where you would subtract damage from any incoming damage that you would take, which will be quite a bit.
Okay.
Because I am not afraid to deal damage. That's
Cool,
what the
like-
superhero genre is about.
Yeah.
Yeah, throw me through a wall.
You can't go through that wall.
I'll probably die.
You can't go through that
I'm a
wall
human.
in one clean human caricature.
Yeah. With no superpowers.
All right.
All right. We want to just go briefly around and kind of describe our character.
Yes,
Sure.
Tom, please go first.
All right.
Ooh.
Tonight, I will be playing Sniper 3000. Okay? All right. Sniper 3000. All right. His real name is James McLeod. All right. So James, at a young age, found himself in basically internet superstardom. And he wanted to then translate that as he kind of started to age. He wanted to translate that into a new career path. So he was a trick shot artist on YouTube. So he's basically now translated that over, and now he is a very cool, calm, collected sniper named Sniper 3000 who has found himself as a superhero. Very frequently, he's still about posting the vids, getting those hits, getting the likes, followers, and whatnot. But yeah, Sniper 3000, he's in it for the ride, but he wants to be a hero. That's him.
I like it.
All right.
Also, he's red and black, and he looks super cool. Okay.
So, like, you swing swords or something?
No, I've got everything. I'll throw whatever.
And what's your look as Sniper 3000?
Sniper 3000, he's average build. His defining feature is he's got this grand flowing red scarf that always gets in his way, but it's kind of like people know him for it, so he has to have it because like it's his personal brand. So it's very cool and flowy. Instead of a cape, a scarf.
Brad, tell me about Lucky Titan.
All right, Lucky Titan. He grew up as some kind of something like a street rat, and kind of worked his way up more of on the streets. He was always a rather strong individual. Turns out he actually was a mutant, had some mutant DNA, and got into boxing. So and from there he kind of worked his way through your local boxing ring, and he has a kind of blight, this really bright red hair, blue eyes. He was called Lucky because people would just hit him, and he would just kind of shrug it off. He couldn't stay down. Nobody could get a lucky hit on him, and the name Lucky just kind of stuck with him. So he got into being a hero because you got to eat, I guess, and it works for him.
I'm just picturing like One Punch Man. This is like what I'm. Anyway,
I am so sad that I did not think of that.
Yeah, it's totally true.
Well, Lucky Titan, luckily the Federal Bureau of Superpowered Affairs does provide a small stipend for registered heroes.
That's fantastic. Where do I?
He flipped out. And also, I'll pick up any extra tabs that you can't cover. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah.
We're going to be great friends.
That's all.
Bitcoin cash.
Yes, Bitcoin cash.
Sniper and Lucky are friends.
Gotcha. So it's like Tom for me in real life. Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
And Michael playing our controller.
All right, so I am playing Jeffrey Giles. Jeffrey is the last in a long line of Giles that we stretch back into like the early 1800s. We ran a delivery service, and we had that mysterious package that was purchased in like 1812 that said deliver in 2012 at this date, at this time, at this location. We've held on to it for all this time. Well, I showed up and there was nobody there. So like, that's weird. So I opened it and it was a super suit. So I have no idea who it was supposed to go to or who sent it or why, but I have it. So there might be someone out there running around in their boxer shorts looking for me all the time. And I go by the name Freeze Frame. I have a bit of a Greatest American Hero vibe. I don't actually know how the suit works because it doesn't have the instructions. So I'm just figuring out what it can do. So anytime something new happens, that's just me randomly hitting a new series of buttons. But I have a few things that kind of consistently work. So I hit those. And I have my own theme music, but I constantly get a cease and desist from the J. Giles band because they don't like me using their music. But you got to, right?
So does it play automatically, or do you have speakers?
I have speakers.
Okay.
I'd watch that TV show.
Are they built into the suit, or do you carry a boombox?
Yep, my iPhone.
Okay, great.
All right, that's probably enough, or we'll get sued.
Yep.
What sort of powers do you have?
It's like
Freeze
7
frame.
seconds.
Ice powers. So I have ice powers and force field. So very Iceman from X-Men. I can cover myself in ice. I can create force cages or ice cages that other people get trapped in, and all that kind of good stuff. And I'm just there's always water behind me. Like I'm just constantly freezing and thawing. So wherever I walk, there's just like puddles of water everywhere.
So you're like moist in that everything around you is always wet.
Hey, I don't know that we're allowed to use that word.
What, all the time?
Yeah, all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a bad word.
Is it?
Yeah.
What does your look like? What is your superhero persona? Because we know you have this super suit that you don't quite know how to use. What does it look like?
So it's just this ice blue, skin tight, almost like one of those mascot, like the green human things. But there's just these little like lines through it, like a microchip design. So very form fitting.
Okay, a morph suit.
Yes, there you go.
A morph suit. That's okay. I like it that you're just wearing like a screen printed morph suit.
Is it green so you can disappear on movie sets?
No, it's ice blue. Ice blue.
Okay.
You opened up this box and it's just a screen printed morph suit, and you thought it was a superhero costume, and now. No, I like Jeffrey
I must
Giles.
fulfill my destiny.
I really do like Jeffrey Giles. Okay.
He's from a long line of Giles, the Giles of Street Fighter. So I'm playing Force Field. So Force Field was a bodybuilder, and he was doing some like light security work at the local physics facility.
As you do.
Yeah, because like
I love it.
no, it's
a bodyguard situation. Some nerd hired you to protect him, right?
Yeah, it's a particle physics research facility. If like we want to use like real terminology. Like Large Hadron Collider. He was doing security at the place, and something went awry, and his body absorbed a bunch of particles, unnamed particles that they just call particles, and because let's not get too sciencey, and.
No, actually, I would like to name everything. So what type of particles are they?
They're he calls them muscle particles because he doesn't know what they're called.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he's not a smart man. He was not blessed with the brain. That is good. So he just calls them muscle particles. He was told what they were at one point, but that is not what he refers to them as. So he uses muscle particles. There is a gun that they were working on. This is the thing that sort of blew up or had a problem, and now he's the only person that can use it. It's like a particle cannon. It allows you to shoot force fields or create force fields, and basically it's entirely too heavy for anybody else to pick up because there is like the weight of like a black hole in this thing, and it's just weightless to him. So he's the only person that can wield this weapon.
That's very strong.
Yeah,
Very strong.
Yeah, so strong. It's just light to him. It's just like it's Mjolnir. Nobody else can pick it up.
Okay.
He's very athletic. He looks very athletic, and I think that's all the stuff, right?
And what'd you say your name was again?
Force field.
Okay.
Yeah.
What does your costume look like, Force Field?
It's silver and white painted PVC piping that he's ramshackled as armor.
Okay, nice.
Did we ask Lucky Titan?
No.
What's your superhero getup look like?
Lucky doesn't. What do you think Lucky looks like?
Oh, me?
Tom. Yeah.
Me?
What do you think he looks like?
I'm just envisioning Lucky. Lucky is a very large but solid man. Not like force field. That's just like muscle on muscle on muscle. Lucky's just one of the. You see him walking down the street, and you're like, oh, he'll mess you up. But I feel like Lucky's a simple kind of getup. You're wearing maybe some khaki pants with plenty of pockets to put your stuff in, and then I'm almost envisioning definitely you've got some boxing gloves that you keep around your neck, if you need them. And then maybe even like one of those fishing vests, but it's like tactical. And that's it though, so we can kind of see like your body.
That's great.
Some fan service, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Never ask Tom for anything again.
Yeah. Lesson learned.
I like it.
That sounds great. Thank you, everybody. Paragon City is located in Rhode Island. It is known as the City of Heroes, the birthplace of tomorrow. It is more common in this universe to have things come from other dimensions than outer space, because dimensions are closer and space is very, very large, very big. Almost 99% of the heroes died during the otherworldly Ricti invasion of 2002. There were only 8 surviving. So in the 17 intervening years, new heroes have flooded to Paragon City to prove themselves and fill the niche left behind. In doing so, there's been a great absence of enforcement immediately following the Ricti War. So all of these anarchist gangs, occult societies, stealthy shadow organizations have popped up. And so Paragon City has just become this massive crossroads for everything going on. It is also home to the Portal Corporation, which is the one leading the research into alternate dimensions.
Okay. I feel so less bad about being in PVC armor now because of how crazy things are.
Things are very crazy.
What was the war called again?
The Ricti invasion.
The Ricti?
R-I-K-T-I.
The Ricti invasion.
I was like, is this like a Rick and Morty where they invaded by Ricks?
That is literally what I could not get out of my head. So, but no.
It's actually based from Rikki Tikki Tavi.
I have the Google page.
Children's book.
Oh, okay.
Come on.
Yeah, is that the
you don't know who Zangief is, but you know a children's book?
Yes, of course, dude. Yeah. Oh, it looks like in the chat the Ricti are nasty aliens in spaceships.
All right.
Nasty.
That comes courtesy of Noble Quimo Shabazz Elbay.
Yeah, I let you do that.
Well, I was
you did that.
Thanks for joining us tonight.
I was like, you did that really well.
Yeah.
No, I didn't. I'm sure.
Noble Quimo Shabazz Elbay.
I think you just cast a spell.
Yeah. It's charm.
Yep.
Okay.
So Sniper 3000, Force Field, Lucky Titan, and Freeze Frame have formed a super team. Yes. What is the super team's name?
Freeze Frame and the rest?
Yes.
Michael's go-to. Be prideful.
I mean, we can workshop it a little bit if you guys want.
Yeah.
This
is I feel like a newly formed team. So that's what Freeze Frame keeps saying, and we're just kind of going with it. Sniper 3000. Look, I'm already famous. All right, so I'm like, okay, I'm just doing this to try something else out. Once I get this going, I'll take it. All right, I'll have my people brand it and everything. But if we want to call it Freeze Frame and the rest.
Yeah, it's Freeze Frame and the Rest featuring Sniper 3000.
Featuring Sniper 3000.
Freeze Frame and the Freeze Tones.
Okay.
All right, I'm the rest.
The rest.
So I've put in with the superhero bureaucracy to change my name to the rest.
I also like the idea that Freeze Frame is a more well-known superhero than us. Mm-hmm. Like think about Lucky Titan. You're coming from the streets, all right?
Absolutely, no rep.
Yeah, real. Force Field. I mean, I don't know what
I had a pretty good YouTube following for my workout videos.
Oh wait, you're gonna take my thing now?
on YouTube. Yeah, like a pretty good. I'm talking about like a couple thousand.
Okay, yeah. That's why I brought you in. When Freeze when Freeze Frame came to me, and wanted to form a super group. I was like, okay, hold on. I know a guy. He's got a lot of muscles and a big gun. I think he'll work.
He's a hard worker. I've seen his YouTube videos.
Yeah.
And then we saw Lucky Titan coming down the street. Hey, you large man, come over here.
We bought a tour bus and he was living in it at the time.
And we were like,
and it takes a month to evict somebody, so we're like, don't worry about it.
does he come with the bus?
Yes. Our tour bus rolls in to Paradigm City.
Yeah.
We're here, boys.
That's right.
All right, Jason.
Good luck.
All right. I will start things off with the cover of Freeze Frame and the Rest. You see a burning building, and on top of this building are fire leaping up, and there's like demonic flames coming out of it. And on the bottom, it says Duke Mordragar's Revenge as the title for the issue. Opening scene.
Okay.
Like, you guys want to get some Chick-fil-A or something?
Yeah, we're in the drive-thru at the moment.
All right. Okay, what was the name? Duke what?
Duke Mordragar's Revenge.
Duke Mordragard. All right. I just need to file that way, and I'll let you continue.
So Forcefield looks at this, and he's like, "This is perfect. This is the perfect time to help." He's half Russian.
Which half?
The left, his superior half.
Gotcha.
So he says, like, this is the perfect time to go on brand and do something famous and good for people. Like, this fire is going to be on every news station in the city. It's a huge fire.
I think that's just the issue.
Yeah, but like that's why we can help.
What? We see
The next scene is the opening page. You see Freeze Frame and the Rest walking into Paragon City Hall. The statue of Atlas out front, holding up the world. And you've been summoned by Azuria of the Magical Arcane Guild of Investigation, or Magi. And she has a clue she needs you to track down. And you've arrived downstairs in the area of the superpowered Federal Bureau of Superpowered Affairs, the Magic Division. And Azuria is there, and she is behind a desk half filled with papers on the left side. It's totally covered, very chaotic, but the right side is entirely clear. She's a Mediterranean woman in a blue blouse and apparently a skirt as well, sitting under the desk. And she says, Freeze Frame and the Rest, please come in.
You've heard of us.
Featuring Sniper 3000.
Yeah, hold on. Whoa. Let's make sure I look at the papers. Make sure that's on there.
I like that featuring Sniper 3000 is in like a bigger font too.
Yes. Okay.
What do you do?
Okay. Have we been?
We've been here before.
I like point to me, and I'm like, how does she know my name already?
Well, hold on. I just want to address Noble Quimo Shabazz Elbay. So yeah, if you jump in late, we are not actually playing the video game at all. We are doing a role-playing game set in that universe. So this is as good as it's going to get.
It's very good. All right.
It's very good. All right. So I'm going to reach out and shake her hand, which will sling water over all of her papers because I'm always moist.
He looks down at it and says, I sense your destiny approaches.
Whoa. All right.
Wait, do me.
Do me. Hey, whoa.
So like I'm big. I'm not Lucky Titan big. But like I try to like start muscle and be like, hold on. What do my muscle particles tell you?
You just push me out of
Please
the way.
come closer.
I get like uncomfortably close. Be like, so.
I feel your aura. It is very strong. And yet there is something blocking it. Something keeping me away.
What?
The odor.
No, I have already bathed today. Yes, I take baths. I like look at all of you. Could it be my muscle particles? My muscle particles?
I was wondering if you could help me out. There was a
Freeze Frame and the Rest, featuring Sniper 3000 Heroes.
Oh my word!
You know, how come we don't have Lucky Titan in the name?
Hey, look, I bet. Look, Lucky. We'll get you. Like I said, I'll take care of you. Give him a little
I'm fine.
punch. Anyway,
Stoic.
like my friends were saying, we are here to help you, like you just said, right?
Yes, we're here to help her.
Yes. You need our help, assistance, because we're superheroes.
Superheroes.
yes, my minor divination powers do not allow me to go into the field.
Oh, of course. Yes.
What
We
field?
all have our own gifts. Some of us are much more gifted than others. I mean, you know, but
I mean, Sniper 3000 is pretty popular. It's got over 1 million viewers.
I'm signing an autograph as you say that.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you need us
You
to do?
gotta stop handing so many of those out. You're going to flood the market.
Hey, I know. I'm sorry. I need to focus on the
I
superheroes.
know you know, 'cause
I need
you
to focus on the
can't get
superhero
advice.
stuff. Focus on being a superhero. That's why we're here. As I look at you all, we're superheroes.
Yeah, like, yep, yes, I am superhero. As I like fix one of my ramshackle PVC pipe shoulder plates, and I'd be like, "How can we help you?"
We have recovered a cell phone, a burner phone, from a gang member with an occult symbol on the back of his jacket. It has just a single text message on, and unfortunately, I've not been able to decipher it. I wanted you to take a look at it and see if you could figure anything out.
Is it written in all emojis? We need a 12-year-old.
Hey,
It is not. It is text.
I
could-
actually my first language was English. Second language was Leet.
lucky for us though, we have somebody quite adept at investigation, and so yes,
Thank you.
I step forward.
yes, I say, Lucky Titan. No, I'm like,
Well, I'm so glad that you've recognized my talent.
as I hand the phone over
That
to
needs to be his voice.
as I hand the phone over to Freeze Frame, right?
Yes.
Freeze Frame. Can we do like one of those like Batcave things where it's like, and then we're now in our van again investigating?
Yes.
The next frame shows
Yes.
Freeze Frame and the others, featuring Sniper 3000, walking out of City Hall. They're on their way to an electronics store to see if they can get any information from the cell phone. Meanwhile, they're reading the message back and forth, trying to decipher what it could mean.
And what does this text message say?
It says,
What does it say? Oh,
2000 Kagri Art.
that's an anime title, I'm pretty sure. No. All right. So the 20 call
Okay.
art.
That's probably a time.
I believe that's 4 p.m.
All right, Freeze Frame. All right, I'm like, we're walking down.
Where do we find this guy?
Where's Paradigm City? What's it look like? What is an electronics store as we're approaching? What's an electronics store in Superhero Town look like?
it is fortified.
Oh, it's okay. All right.
I'm actually court ordered. I can't go into these stores because I always short everything out because I'm always moist. So I'll have to stay outside. The rest of you will have to go in.
Okay. Is there anything in particular you need us to get for you?
I want you to find out what's going on and then put a stop to it. Whatever's going on, it can't be good. I have had visions, some sort of burning coming in the future.
Ooh,
That's never
foreshadowing.
good. Yes. But
All right,
what
so-
I was doing was I wanted to see what freeze frame before we go into the store to figure out what's going on. I'm like, is there anything you want us to get for you in there?
Yeah, I'll hand him a list. It's damp, but it's legible. I write in those like astronaut pens that write underwater. So it's a list of all the different things I would need to create a device that will run an algorithm search on those letters and characters for any sort of
Okay.
meat.
I like instinctively when you hand me the list, I go to sign it at first, but I'm like, oh, and then I'm gonna hand it over to Lucky Titan.
Yeah, Lucky takes it and goes to walk into the door. Goes to the store.
Okay. Sounds like you guys are searching for answers and you are doing research, gathering your thoughts, debate, or analysis. In this case, consulting other people. Looks like you're doing it together. So pick who is going to be your primary person using intelligence.
Oh, that's not me.
I got this. That's
That's
fine.
right.
Yeah, Lucky Titan.
Lucky's got
Lucky's
this.
got it. That's why you're lucky. It's if
Yeah.
it fails, hey,
I'd rather be lucky than good.
that's right.
Mm-hmm.
Very well.
He's lucky.
Lucky.
So I
Looks
guess
like
to
you
be
have
good.
3 helpers. So roll and add 3.
That
Roll means roll 2d.
right. That is going to be a 6.
Oh, hey.
Hey, Brad!
Very well.
There he is.
All right, yeah, good job. Pop that cork.
If I ever think Brad's an alien, I'm going to ask him to roll a d20. If he rolls a 5 or better. It's not Brad.
Nope.
Very well. For the purposes of the one shot, you will all start with 7 experience, meaning you are only 1 XP away from leveling. And now Lucky Titan has become the next person to go to security level 2.
It's almost like he got lucky in rolling poorly.
Right? I think the lucky shot is when you guys combine your powers.
So what this means is when you have XP equal or greater to your current level plus 7, you subtract that from your XP. So your XP goes back to 0. You increase your level by 1. You take a +1 ongoing for the duration of the scene as a level up bonus. And then next scene, you'll choose a new advanced move from your archetype, and you'll gain 2 hit points. At even numbered levels, you will choose one of your stats and increase it by +1. But your stats cannot rise above +3 in this way. Meanwhile, because you got a 6 or less, teamwork doesn't work. So what does happen?
We're still working on that.
As you enter the electronics store, it's eerily quiet, but there's a buzzing sound coming from the back room, and there's little arcs of blue light and you smell distinct ozone. What do you do?
I'm going to go wander back there because that sounds like something Lucky would do.
All right. You wander into the back and you see what look like rusty machines. They're vaguely anthropomorphic, but they only come up to about your knee. And they're vaguely reminiscent of sort of tin soldier clockwork type people. They currently have 2 employees prone on the floor, and they're going through the inventory, and there's about, 4 of them. What do you do? Meanwhile, the scene is framed. The next one you can see, it's a full splash page where you see Freeze Frame, Lucky Titan, Forcefield, and Sniper 3000 coming into the back room, armed and ready. Lucky Titan, what do you do?
Hey guys, the sign on the door said employees only. Are you guys employees here?
They turn and look at you. There's a clanking sound. And as they do so, they raise up their hands, and one of them has a propeller come out of the top of his head and starts whirling around as he takes off to the ceiling. They come
good.
at you, and combat ensues.
Oh, snap.
I'd be
What
like, I
do
don't
you
like
do?
that. That's not good.
Instantaneously, Sniper 3000 is going to do a super sick kind of dive I've made sure that I've also, as soon as I see this going on, I throw one of my GoPro kind of type cameras into the corner of the room to make sure I get this footage, and then I pull out my bow and arrow. I line up 4 arrows in there. I'm gonna take some shots at these things. A fistful of arrows. It says,
Sounds like you're trying to use a power.
yes, it says.
So go ahead and roll plus dexterity.
Okay, I will roll both of these. All right. I got a 8.
At an 8, you gain 2 stunts, and you may have some consequences.
Okay.
So you gain 2 stunts, which you can trade 1 for 1 to use any aspects of your power.
Okay.
This includes any of the things listed under their power and doing damage with your powers at near range.
Okay.
So if you wanted to strictly do damage, you can spend 1 stunt to do that, and it will do damage to 1 enemy.
So
It sounds like you're trying to fire a fistful of arrows. So that will be your other stunt.
yes, exactly. So I'm gonna basically I get to roll a d4 plus my level, and I get to enemy targets close to each other. If you do damage, roll once.
Correct.
All right. So first I roll my damage, and then for rolling damage, I just roll my two d6s.
The damage for a blaster is 2d6.
Okay. So I got a 9, and then do I add anything? My dex, right?
Nope.
Okay, so I got a 9.
How many did you affect? Roll 1d4 plus
All right.
1.
I'm gonna look at this. I'm gonna be rolling my super cool D100, kind of. No, D60. I mean, but it's all super. Oh, 4.
4. There you go. So you do 9 points of damage to 4 of them. And so describe what happens as these arrows arc out in a different direction to catch all 4 of them. And you see these sharp impaling blades go into this rusty anthropomorphic form that is only about the size of a pixie. What happens?
Okay. As my arrows kind of go out at these things, I know I'm gonna hit them. So I also turn up to the camera, and I'm gonna say, "Don't forget to like and subscribe to see more of that." And then, are there any more in there? If not, I'm gonna turn to Lucky.
There are no more, and they fall to the ground, but then they start to very slowly pick themselves up, and you see kind of a very small glow in their eyes now, but they're moving significantly slower.
Oh my!
Forcefield, what do you do?
I look at all of you guys, and I take my big particle beam gun off my back, and I be like,
scared back.
And I rev, like there's this rev action, be like I rev it, and like it doesn't work right away, be like hold on.
It's like a lawnmower. You're pulling it.
Yeah, and it's this very high tech piece of equipment, and he's just treating it like a bad lawnmower. He's like, okay, my barrier's on you, and he finally gets it to work, and you guys have this this soft blue shimmer that's about you guys now, hopefully, because I'm gonna try to use a power.
Sounds like that.
now that I've said that I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna like totally fail. I'm gonna roll on here so we can talk about it. Cool. That is, I got a 2. Or not a 2, but like a 9 total.
All right. So you gain 2 stunts.
Yes.
How do you
So I'm going to use force field. I'm going to create and project a deflection shield that grants nearby allies +2 defense, and then I'm going to create a detention bubble on one of them. So like one of them is just trapped. So like maybe we can interrogate that one later.
So he is trapped. You see him start to float up in the air as the anti-gravity muscle particles lift him up.
Muscle particles.
I also like there's like a zoom in on the particles. It's very. This is all of our CGI budget, and the muscle particles are actually like just little biceps, but it's at an atomic level where you can't really see it. Yeah. And then it zooms back out, and we're back in the room.
Yeah, I'll Ant-Man.
Ant-Man it.
Yeah.
Yes. All right.
What does Ant-Man it mean?
Ant-Man it. just Ant-Man it.
No, he's got that's the video. Like he, zoom into the subatomic level.
Yeah, and we see just muscles.
Muscles. Yeah.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So one's floating.
Well, what happens when you do that? You put up the deflection shield, but it's just not quite enough to cover the 2 people prone on the floor.
Right.
Oh, we're still getting good at being heroes. So
I will shoot out my ice and cover them in like an umbrella of ice to shield them from any harm.
Sounds like use of power.
It does, doesn't it?
All right. If you fail, or can they get hypothermia?
I rolled a 6, but I have a +2 in my intelligence, so that is an 8.
Very well.
Cool.
Gain 2 stunts.
Woohoo.
And you may have some consequences.
All right. So what I want to think is that I've actually caused like icicles to form above them that are pretty big, and they're landing and like doing the thing where they stick into each other and create like a fence, and it goes all the way around them. But I'm once again doing damage to a Radio Shack, and I'm deeply in trouble because I have a court order. I'm not allowed to be here right now.
You're just like, oh no.
Oh no!
It's like a display that falls over. All the superhero cell phones go flying everywhere.
Yeah. And it's like it's on camera, so I can't even claim it wasn't me. I'm on your YouTube page.
Yeah, we're posting it everywhere.
Your sidekick is like just a regular water damage specialist. From like Teasdale Fenton. It's just like yeah. It's just like, I see you got some water damage in here.
Freeze frame. What 2 stunts are you trying to use?
All right, so I'm trying to use freeze the moisture out of the air, creating snow or icicles, and then again, I'm trying to create like a bubble around the bystanders so they don't get hurt by anything.
Which stunt are you using? These stunts are the only things you can do with your powers.
Yes, they should be on the sheet under your under your support powers. Ice manipulation.
Nope, he has different powers. He has force field. He has weapon to buff.
We got different sheets. That's right, different playbooks.
Yeah, force field. Yes, force field is the one. So create a deflection shield. Yep.
Very good.
Yep.
Same thing.
Yep.
Same thing that force field did, but yours actually manifests as ice that comes over him. And the 2 people down on the floor are now protected. But this attracts the attention of the 3 that are not in the detention bubble. Roll a d6 and add 2.
That would be a 6 total.
Take 6 hit points of damage.
No!
But you take 2 less because force field has put a 2 defense force field around you. So you only take 4.
So what did these things like jump at him or shoot him or what? What happened?
You had this electricity arc out of them. There's the smell of ozone in the air as this electric blue lightning assaults him.
Yeah. You know, water.
Yeah.
You've got all this
Force-
water.
Yeah, you've got water all over me.
Yeah.
Water is actually a very poor conductor of
Yes.
electricity.
But movie physics, it makes it worse. We're going with that.
Well, wait, are you saltwater or freshwater?
Fresh water.
Force field. Don't forget, since your ally has just taken damage, you've just gained your first ward.
All right, we have the ward of 1, and I'd be like, let the muscle particles protect you.
Meanwhile, Lucky Titan, what are you doing?
Lucky drops a piece of paper or the shopping list of all of Freeze Frame's parts that he needed for his supercomputer algorithm device, and he says, "Hey, you leave my friend alone!" And he's gonna run over, start on these robotic guys that are zapping him.
So, are you going to punch them? What's your thing that you want to do?
Yeah, I'm gonna gauge him in melee and start punching him with my fists.
All right. Sounds like you use a power.
Big meaty.
So go ahead and
fist.
roll 2d6 plus con. Sorry, you are a scrapper. 2d6
Yes,
plus
strength.
strength.
That's gonna be a 7.
All right.
You barely made it! Yay! Yeah.
Oh, my dice. So the power I'm going to use for that is super strength, and at this I'm just going to punch or kick something, dealing additional damage.
All right. And sounds like your other stunt is used to deal damage at close range.
Mhm.
So you will roll 2d6 for damage on that one.
Well, I do d10s for damage.
Ooh.
Ooh, I forgot about that. Then you will roll a d10 and a d6. You will
Mhm.
roll them twice and take the better result because of your critical hit ability.
Now I have a question: did I gain my additional move or my power or additional advanced move now, or does that happen at a later time?
It happens at the next scene.
Got it. That's the answer I needed. Thank you. So I will go ahead and roll twice and see what happens. 7 and 7. So 7.
Excellent. You reach out your hand and just crush the metal and just wrench it apart and rip it apart. Tell me, how do you take this one out?
So I reach out and it's shooting lightning at still at freeze frame, and I run under that, and I come up and hit it kind of with an uppercut at the base of you said it's this clockwork kind of humany thing, right where at the base of the head where the propeller had come out. Mm-hmm. And after I hit that, I kind of reach out and grab the propeller and just snap it off and proceed to beat it with the propeller.
Excellent. That is exactly what happens. Meanwhile, the camera is catching the best of Sniper 3000, and you've had a chance to react to what's going on with you and your compatriots. So what are you doing next?
So basically, Lucky Titan has just eviscerated one of these, right?
Yes.
So there's 2 of them left.
2 of them that are not in a detention bubble.
2 of them that are 2 of them that are not a detention bubble. Okay.
So yeah, I have one wrapped up in like a muscle barrier bubble.
Okay, this is actually what I'm gonna do. I'm going to just turn to the camera. I'm gonna say, "Hey everyone, I've thrown up a poll on the YouTube page. Go ahead and click which one you would like me to do, and then I'll do it. Let's do it for the fans." And then I'm just gonna kind of lean up back the wall. I'm waiting for you all.
Yeah, perfect. But when you do it, you should actually look at the camera because you have one.
Yeah, I do. I am
Be like, hey,
yeah.
what do you guys want to
What
do?
would you guys like me to do? And I'll do it, for you. Sniper 3000.
So what does come across in your poll?
Okay, what does come across in my poll?
So I think it's us, right?
What's
like
that? Do I here's the thing. All right, it says
I quickly pull out my cell phone.
Yeah. Do you all right, this is what it is. All right. does Sniper 3000, the force field one, does he do one of his world famous trick shots with this force field ball? All right, there's that one. And then the other one was, does he just chill back and do some of his funny commentary on what his compatriots are doing? Or does Sniper 3000 do his very, very awesome fire arrow? Those are the three choices.
Number two.
Number 3? I think it's got to be that fire arrow.
I vote number 3.
I'm looking, as you guys have said that, I'm like, oh, looks like it's number 3, and I'm gonna pull out my fire arrow that I actually have to light with a match, and then I'm gonna like I said, I'm still learning like all my superhero tricks, and I'm gonna fire it at one of these robots, hopefully. So I'm gonna roll for that.
Excellent. Roll use of power.
Yep. I got a 9.
9. Gain 2 stunts, and you may face some consequences.
Okay. So then the way that then I roll my damage. Okay.
Yes, you're losing a fire arrow. Does your fire arrow do anything extra?
It sets it on fire.
I don't believe so.
It sets it on fire. That's what it says.
Sets it on fire. That's what it does.
Robot is on fire.
So I got an 8.
All right. By doing 8 damage, it just explodes in flame. It looks like this miniature fireball has erupted. Tell me, how do you take it out?
How do I take it out? Okay. I'm going to do something that's probably bad too. Okay. So it's going to, the fire arrow's really cool. It kind of like takes it out, and then it's like there's a cool but contained explosion, but it heats. It has to heat up the room enough to melt freeze frames, ice stuff. It has to. It has to.
That is exactly what happens.
This freeze frame. He's like, I'm gonna kill Tom. Why is he doing this?
Yeah, his sidekick is just
Meanwhile,
like, this is job security.
When one of them explodes, one of them turns their electricity arc and arcs it towards you. Roll a d6.
To who?
To you.
Me?
To,
Roll low.
3000.
Roll low.
I got a 6.
Take 6 points of damage.
I like him like as like
such a small area, you're not going to be able to use your range as a defense power. Yeah. However, you do have a force field up that is granting you +2 defense, so you only take 4.
So I like the idea of it hits me and Lucky Titan and then freeze frame and everybody's doing these super, like, these guys have super powers, and then like I get hit by this lightning bolt and I just go flying back. I hit the back of the force field and I just kind of slide to the ground. All right, that took a lot of, so I took 4 damage.
Yep.
4 damage.
And then force field, remember, you get another ward.
Yes, I'd like look at the camera and be like, oh no, Sniper 3000 needs my help. And he's like, and he points his gun, and his gun's got 2 modes. If it's glowing blue, that means that it's like damaging energy. If it's glowing white, it means that it's like healing muscle particle energy. And he like points at you, and he like starts to like charge it up, and he's like, okay, let me switch this over.
Yeah, I'm like,
and he like looks at you, he's like, all right, let's get Sniper 3000 back on his feet. And I tried.
3000.
He needs this, and I would like to try to heal Sniper 3000.
How many ward would you like to spend? Each
one
heals 1
it's Sniper 3000 we're talking about. I spend both my ward.
Excellent. Roll 2d4 and restore that many hit points.
1, 2. You heal 5 hit points.
all right, so I'm back. I'm back at it.
Yeah. he's and you can see that the barrier is starting to fade on you. So like I don't know if that stays forever, but
Says it lasts about a minute, correct?
yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Double check me.
I know the guy that wrote the game.
Give you a thumbs up.
I can put in a good word for you. No, it just says it doesn't have a time. It just says within a wide area.
Okay.
Does it have any sort of tag on it?
Near?
Okay. Yeah.
Here.
Near?
Near?
Near? So yeah, like I'd be like, all right, now he's back in the action.
Flip my
All right.
flip my scarf.
And like and I have acted completely out of character for how force field normally acts like as he is normally, because you put it in like my contract that if you're ever like injured, like we have to take care of it. And we have to make it theatrical.
Yeah, for sure.
So he did really bad acting. He'd be like, let's take care of Sniper 3000. And I'm done.
Okay. Who hasn't had a chance to act in a little while? I believe Lucky Titan.
And
Are you
freeze
up
frame.
next?
I think freeze frame because
All
I
right,
need a robot.
Your icicles have melted due to the flaming incendiary arrow that has been fired. What do you do next?
So to just make sure I'm sure, how many actual pixie-sized robots are left?
2.
2.
1 in a detention bubble, and 2 that are still mobile, but they've taken quite a bit of damage.
All right. So I just want to I'm gonna take a big heavy wet step and splash some water, and then I'm gonna freeze it around them and try to literally freeze them solid in place.
Ooh,
All right.
That's
Sounds
cool.
like you need the power.
And then I say freeze frame. But I look, but I
No,
don't-
you can't say the catchphrase because now you're gonna fail.
But my sight line is off the camera. Like I totally am just like freeze frame. Ooh, that's a 8 plus 2 is 10.
Oh.
Ooh.
Someone
And
remind me
3
what that
stunts.
means.
That means I get 3 stunts. Mhm. So if I'm reading this correctly, I can use my starting move area of effect. When I successfully use a power, I get to affect more than one thing.
Yes.
So I'll have it affect both of them. And then I'm basically just trying to freeze them hard in ice, which is freeze an enemy to the ground by coating it in ice.
Excellent. So that's 2 of your that's 2 of your stunts, and you still have 1 left. You want to hold on to it?
Yep.
Sounds good. So they are now frozen to the ground, and they are easy targets. So anyone using a power on them will take a +1 forward.
It seems like we've done a great job here, folks. All right. They're
So
not
Lucky Titan.
Lucky Titan.
So he drops the pieces of the other one right after he saw Sniper go flying back to the wall and was kind of stunned for a second, going, "Oh man, Sniper just got rolled." And he looks to there are 2 that are left covered in the ice, or not anymore. Is that correct?
No, there are 2 people, hostages, that are face down, prone. They were protected by ice, but it's been melted by a fire arrow. There are 2 of these pixel clockwork type people left, but they've been severely damaged by arrows.
Okay, I'm gonna run over and scoop up the 2 injured people and try to get them out of there.
All right. Sounds like you're acting despite imminent threats. And it sounds like you're powering through it. So roll plus strength for risky business.
That's very heroic.
That's gonna be an 11.
Very well. You do what you set out to do. The threat does not come to bear. So describe what happens.
So I go running through the clockwork guys. They both try to zap lightning at Lucky, but it just kind of glances off of him and arcs around him. He continues in like a running scoot under each arm and runs around a shelf stack kind of in the back and takes him out of the line of fire.
Excellent. Very heroic. That would lead us up to Sniper 3000. His poll has come true, and he has appeased the fans, but what happens next?
I'm going to turn to basically my companions. I'm like, these things are not moving anywhere. We should just get our parts and Titan's got these. As far as I'm concerned, this is Paradigm City. This stuff, what I read was this stuff happens everywhere.
But we can't just leave them. They'll fall out, and then they'll finish their nefarious deeds.
So do these things look like us, you said? What do they look like?
Little clockwork kind of people.
Gotcha. So they're like humanoid looking.
Yeah. I'm not thinking that I want to necessarily. These things don't look really like a threat anymore.
Well,
right?
maybe not to Sniper 3000, but
yeah.
They rolled this Radio Shack pretty hard.
They did.
They're looking around. I think we've caused way more damage.
Yeah, like we should probably just let this thing go.
I mean, there's like a lot of water damage.
Yeah, it's slightly on fire. I'm gonna just all right. So I'm gonna go up to one of the ones that are kind of down on the ground, and I'm just gonna I'm gonna start stomping it. It's very, very like I'm just like
like wounded bird in the parking lot.
Yeah, and it's like and it's not really killing it, but it's just kind of like making it worse. All right, do I roll damage for what do I do for that?
It sounds like risky business because he could actually retaliate against you as you're trying to do this, and you're using your strength, so you're powering through again. So roll plus strength.
Okay. 7.
Excellent. You stumble, hesitate, or flinch. The GM will offer you a worse outcome, hard bargain, or ugly choice. Which one would you like?
All right, so I'm definitely not gonna flinch because I don't do that, and I don't hesitate. I'm a man of action. I definitely stumble as I'm kind of like trying to. And then what was the other things?
Worse outcome, hard bargain, or ugly choice.
Let's go ugly choice.
All right. You can totally crush one of these that are almost dead. However, when you do so, it's going to set off an explosion that takes out the rest of them, but may do very superficial damage to everything in the back room.
Okay.
As long as you don't look at the explosion, you're good.
Yep, we don't look at explosion.
Cool guys don't look at explosions.
Yeah, it's going to happen.
Okay. So you take your fist, it self-destructs, takes out all this little shrapnel that goes everywhere, but it's deflected by force field's force field.
Force field.
Patent pending.
What kind of muscle power do you have? Muscle particle power? What kind of force field do you have? Force fields.
It's just like all the shrapnel just like bounces around. We all like get like a little burn, like just like yes, that's what I do.
Oh, that was a good barrier. And like I'm like start like ruffling through the stuff, the debris that's now there, trying to see if the one that I put in the detention bubble is like okay.
The one in the detention bubble has suffered a lot of shrapnel, and you see that it is barely mobile. It's just basically got one arm. It's just kind of moving it robotically back and forth without any purpose.
So I want to like take it. I'm like holding my particle beam gun under my hand, and I have it like in the detention bubble. And I'm looking at it and be like, hey, do you know if there's like a Radio Shack that's not destroyed that we could have somebody look at this?
it just buzzes and clanks at you.
Like, who made this? Was this like...
They got any markings on them?
Is this like a new Connects or Legos or something?
Turn it over and take the batteries out.
Oh, let me see what country it was made in.
It's actually made up of just scrap metal.
Yeah.
It's held together by nothing really. It's just kind of articulating without any sort of mechanisms.
Covalent bonds like humans? So I mean, I look at it and be like, this is a super power thing. So I'd like to use my special defender ability. An eye for power. When you see an enemy use a power for the first time, the GM will tell you the name of the power and its effects.
Electric Blast. It does D6 damage.
All right. So is this thing itself a power? Like the being itself, or is it a super? Does it have powers?
It has powers.
Okay, so gotcha. All right, these are little power. I'd be like, these are little power things.
We see that as I'm like coughing out like black smoke and like it's trying to rub all the soot off of my face.
Yes.
Your red skull.
Yeah, I've definitely turned off the camera at this point.
And I'd be like, does anybody know what else, like, it's just made of like scrap metal? Does it look like scrap metal from like VCRs and stuff? What type of scrap metal does it look like?
Cars.
And is there anything else useful that I can glean about the metal or the materials that this is comprised of?
Well, it sounds like you're searching for answers, and you are closely studying the situation or examining clues.
Jason, would these be keywords from the very new Heroes game that we're playing?
Yes, they would.
All right. This is accurate. That is exactly what I'm doing.
I would like to assist
That's wisdom.
as well if that is something I'm able to do.
What would you like to do? I didn't hear that.
Assist him.
Excellent. So, in order to assist, you roll plus number of helpers. So, force field, roll +1.
That's an 11.
No, force field rolls.
Oh.
Then you just benefit him. His roll.
Force field and freeze frame, double Fs. We really did not think this through, Michael.
So, do I get to use my wisdom?
The first thing you roll is the number of helpers. So, roll and
6
add
total.
1. 6 total.
Yeah.
So, gain XP.
Level up.
Level up.
All right.
+1 ongoing for the duration of the scene.
Noted.
And then we'll complete the level up move here in a moment.
All right.
But you don't find trouble. Trouble finds you.
Yes.
What happens next? Let's see. There. Oh. So you're trying to divine what it's like, and accidentally you set off a self-destruct mechanism.
I like see you like playing with it, and I just destroy what I'm like, no.
I'm still playing with it, but it's like beeping, and the beeping is increasing in speed.
Yeah,
and he just seems oblivious to it.
You're like,
A force field. Somebody's trying to call that thing.
Is this like some weird techno beat? Like beep 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 beep.
Yes, it is. And then it explodes around all of you. It impales the burner phone with the shrapnel.
Mm-hmm.
And all of you roll and let's see, force field, roll a d4.
2.
Everybody take 2 points of damage.
Is my barrier still up?
Yes, it is.
Boom.
so
Nobody takes anything. Good job, defender.
But we still get like blasted away, like concussion blast.
Yes, and the phone gets the piece of shrapnel through it.
I also like this idea. Like this is like there's like smoke coming out. We're all covered in dirt and like stumbling out of the building as like real superheroes show up to kind of like. Okay, hold on. What happened to the phone? Where's the phone? Force
It's
field.
like the other end of it is like stuck in one of my PVC armor pieces, and it's now just stuck to my shoulder, and I can't see it.
What are we gonna do now? Like
What?
this is our clue. Did anybody write down the clue?
Yeah. 8 o'clock.
20.
000, and then a place.
Okay, I write down all of what you said. Good job, guys. We've got it. All right. Did you?
I would like to
Yes,
kind of think
that's
back
it.
to what the clue was when I saw the paper, and I'm trying to remember what it said.
It said 20.
Cog.
It sounds like you want to have a flashback to about an hour ago.
Yeah, let's do a flashback.
Hey.
So you're going to consult your accumulated experience about something. So roll plus intelligence.
It'll go well.
So that's the great thing about this system, guys, is like you just walk into
8.
the moves of the game.
The GM will tell you something interesting. It's on you to make it useful.
Okay.
Something interesting.
Giraffes have purple tongues.
A duck's quack doesn't echo, and no one knows why. I don't think that's actually true, though.
There's a common abbreviation in Paragon City for one of the fast food outlets, City of Heroes.
That's good.
Sounds like a great place.
Cog. That was the middle of...
Yep. 8 o'clock at the City of Heroes. You know, I could do with some Euros.
Oh,
Yeah.
this is a reply. This is a reply. Like reply from Art.
Yeah, I really like gyros a lot. As you like, he just
I
completely...
think it's Euros.
It's definitely Euros.
No, it's gyroscope. It's not Euroscope.
Is this the GIF thing all over again?
We're not going to have that conversation again, freeze frame. All right. We all have very strong opinions.
There's not slices of very tender lamb and beef that are being rotated around at face speed.
Yeah.
So freeze frame says there can't be more than a couple City of Euros in the city, and then it cuts to location map. There's like 600 of them in the city, like Starbucks. There's across the street from each other.
And then is this a time where because this is me just not being as familiar with the Powered by the Apocalypse mechanics and how it typically goes. Is this something where you would go like we would jump forward to like 8 o'clock that night at a City of Heroes that we picked?
You can certainly do that. We can move things along.
I was just wondering. Then you and I'm sure then then you do flashbacks. This is just me. I'm just wondering.
Yeah, like jumping around. You mean time-wise?
Yeah, all of a sudden, just it does the little Batman thing. And all of a sudden, we're just kind of staking out a City of Heroes in our van.
So despite my silly joke, how many City of Euros are there actually in this area?
You are in the district of Atlas Park. There are giant war walls separating different areas built to keep out the Rikti from the crash spaceship nearby. In Atlas Park, there is only one City of Heroes. It is right next to Up and Away Burger.
Oh, right.
Little strip mall type thing.
So I really like City of Heroes gyros, but I don't like their sides. So I'm gonna get some French fries from Up and Away Burger, but then get a gyro from City of Heroes.
This is so embarrassing. Like this is making my anxiety like go through the roof as you're like trying to bring in these fries from another restaurant into this restaurant. I'm like, why?
I'm like quickly finishing my fries so that like I can dump your fries into the correct container.
I just like their fries better. I think they're better.
All right, look. All right, we need
I'll
just
tip well. I'll tip well.
All right, let's play it cool. Let's see what's all right. We know that somebody's meeting here. They're gonna do.
You know what? I'm looking at a milkshake. I'm going back to Up and Away Burger.
All right. Oh, what's he? Oh my word! Everybody, just sit down, just chill. Do you guys have vegan options?
I'm sorry, we do not. Do you have one of our punch cards?
Hey, do you guys have punch cards now?
Yes. You give once you buy 10 euros, you get a free medium drink.
That is, oh my word, that's worth it. I pull out my credit card.
I mean, at these prices, it's costing you money not to
It costs you money not to buy.
I can redeem this time, right?
Once you fill up 10.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy 10 right now. Yeah.
Can I have two?
Your medium drink.
You can have.
You'll be upgraded to silver status.
Perfect. I'll take it. Hey, Lucky, eat as much as you want.
I feel like Lucky should adopt that as one of your powers, though. Do you have one of our punch cards, and then you just
hey, freeze frame in the rest featuring Sniper 3000 punch cards, and then all of a sudden Lucky is just there. He hands somebody the punch card.
All right,
so have to punch the card though.
Yep.
You know.
All right, so we're going to be inside the restaurant when it explodes, or do we want to be outside the restaurant when it explodes?
I like how wherever we are, we're trying to be inconspicuous, but we've got now like 10 euros and drinks and stuff from different restaurants. And
one drink.
we definitely we're sharing.
And also, it's City of Gyros, so like, if you're gonna explode after you eat the gyro.
Okay, so yeah, we're gonna just kind of let's sit. Yeah, we want to sit inside. We want to see what's going down.
I'm looking for anything that's artistic here, because I think RE art is like, there's gonna be an art show here. So he's like, guys, be aware, like there could be like an art expose here or something.
I mean, it's
okay.
That's valid.
Sounds like you're searching for answers, but you're closely studying it, so go ahead and roll plus wisdom.
I'd be like, what is artistic here? That girl's hair, that t-shirt.
Artemis is artistic.
I'm gonna roll plus intelligence?
Wisdom.
Oh, I'm much better at that. Dice won't stay on the phone. So that is a 5.
Gain XP.
All right.
Hey,
going quick.
Since we've moved on to a different scene, let's go ahead and level up people.
All right.
Yay.
I'm going to pick one thing that's good and do it.
So what does leveling up mean?
Leveling up means you gain a new advanced move, which is on the second page of the character sheet. At level 2, increase one of your stats by +1, and you gain 2 hit points.
Very cool.
And your XP resets to 0.
Definitely getting called shot. Okay.
Those of you who did level. I don't think everybody did.
Let's see.
I'm going to smash.
Smash.
Did you say we get another +1 or no?
Yes.
Well, wisdom.
I do like the idea though that you're just kind of what is art to you?
Yeah,
may not really like.
I'm like, look, I'm just going up to random people that I think are artistic looking and talking to them and be like, hey, so are you doing anything crazy here at like 8 o'clock or something?
You don't find trouble. Trouble finds you. So the management gets really upset at
I just brought in French fries from the other place. You know what? Your fries suck. Okay, it's not my fault.
Actually, what they're worried about is they think maybe there's some harassment going on.
Yeah.
Like, there is.
And so you guys end up being escorted out of the building through the back door.
I'm like trying to like make sure no one sees me.
You can't treat freeze frame and Sniper 3000 like this.
There's people like Sniper 3000.
This is a 1-star Yelp review for sure.
So that person's about to tweet out something bad about Sniper 3000, and I'd like to put a detention barrier around their phone.
If this just escalates the situation that you are like harassing people, you're just like... And then I also I want to say to Freeze Frame, chill out, dude.
I don't get
He did the thing with the puns.
He's really good at that.
I'm not even a pun person, Michael. You should get it, man. Okay. All right. So they escort us out the door.
Out the back door.
Out the back door.
Do we get to take the euro?
Just put it in your pocket. It's all good. You have all those pockets. So
You roboted out there for a second.
Oh. Hey, Brad, you there?
Yeah, I'm right here.
Okay, yeah, you freezed up for a little bit.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, I get it now. Okay.
Oh no, okay, no.
I get it now.
You can
Brad's character is actually a robot.
Lucky, you have all those pockets.
I know. I wanted to put the ones that weren't eaten in there.
Do so.
That's kind of
Wonderful.
It's kind
You've
of
got
gross.
some pocket euros. Nice.
You've never been more heroic.
Oh, there it was.
I'm just going to
See,
mute Michael's
Tom-
stream now. Here we go. Let's mute Michael. There we go.
Well,
That
doesn't
gave,
get better than that.
that gave
You threw down the gauntlet.
that gave me shivers.
All right.
That's
As you
invitation
go
for a
out the back
TPK.
door,
Yep.
you stumble into, there are two white panel vans pulled up back to back next to one another. There are gang members with occult symbols on the back of their jackets. They are exchanging boxes with tattooed men, and they're shifting boxes from one truck to the other. They see you come out the back door and immediately go for their guns. What do
Hey
you do?
guys, aren't we looking for guys with writing on their jackets?
Yeah, I think so.
Because we want to join their club.
I mean, do we have to get jackets like that? Because I'm kind of partial to my pocket jacket here.
I mean, like,
If they come-
I thought if we found these guys, then we would try to interrogate them and beat them up. Not in that order.
As I'm like actively trying to calm the situation down, you're like up. I'm gonna dive behind a garbage can.
Sounds like you're doing risky business and you're acting fast. Roll plus dexterity.
8. Got an 8.
All right. You stumble, hesitate, or flinch. I will offer you a worse outcome, hard bargain, or ugly choice.
I want to continue to stumble whenever I try to do something. It's just my scarf like trips me up.
And which would you like? A worse outcome, hard bargain, or ugly choice?
Let's do a worse outcome.
Okay.
Let me pick. All right, here. What about this? What if the worst outcome is like I tried to jump behind the garbage cans, but I accidentally jumped into one of the garbage cans and it just kind of falls. It just kind of like falls over, and then you guys just see my legs kind of just like hanging out of this garbage can.
Yes, that happens. And you happen to nudge a dumpster on wheels,
Okay.
and it just careens down the alley and hits several more garbage cans, and there's a large cacophony of sound.
Okay.
As you've made all this racket in the back alley.
Okay. And you guys just hear me yell out, and it kind of echoes from the garbage can. I'm just like, get 'em, boys!
Freeze frame.
Freeze frame.
Frank, what do you do?
I'm going to shoot ice underneath their feet and cause them to slip and fall.
Sounds like use a power.
That it would be correct. Come on, D12s that are actually D6s. 6 plus 2 is at 8.
All right. Gain 2 stunts. You may have some consequences.
All right. So I want to use the ability that I can make things slippery with ice. So I'm put ice underneath all their feet, so hopefully they're like.
So your water spreads out and then freezes underneath them. And as they're trying to regain their balance, they take out their guns and fire at you. What else do you do? Anything?
I want to use the. I have the ability to reflect some attacks back at them. So I'm gonna make those like little tubes that are YouTube. So when they shoot them, it's a YouTube. So when it shoots them, the bullets go back and hits themselves.
Okay. All right. Hold on one moment.
All right.
We need to consult the map of Middle Earth.
Definitely, we definitely need to steal these white panel vans.
Yeah.
Agreed. I know what must be done.
They have these boxes, all right. They're exchanging them, and we were looking for the people with the occult jackets, right?
Right.
Well, the occult jackets, yeah, of course, because who wears just an occult jacket?
Cultists.
Cultists, gangs.
No, occultists.
Occultist.
Occultist.
Yeah.
Or yes. Or a cult of people who have like symbolism.
Yeah, like everybody has symbolism. It's like a cult. Like it's the Indianapolis Colts. Like a cult jacket.
Oh, okay.
You can see this. This is the symbol on the back of their jacket.
That's not the Indianapolis Colts.
I think we just ate
that
that
is-
guy in the Euro store, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
Sambology.
Sambology? Okay.
Symbology.
Yeah. Yes.
Symbology.
I apologize. I'll be right back.
Sure.
Oh, he's gonna go get more.
You guys will play.
Go get more props. You guys, I'm just yelling stuff the entire time. What?
Let's take this moment to interrupt to do a quick plug. If anyone's watching this for the first time and has no idea what the blank is going on, we are the RPG Academy podcast. We are a role-playing game podcast, and we are role-playing a game inside the world of City of Heroes in Paragon City. The game is a fan-made creation, no license. This is just something we're doing for kicks and giggles. Jason, the gentleman who just left the room, is the one who designed this particular game. And it's a PBTA style game, which is powered by the Apocalypse, which is a particular brand of role-playing game that uses a very specific mechanic of 2d6 with multiple ranges of failure, success with consequences, and then really good success. So check out our other stuff if you think this is in any way humorous or entertaining. We have lots of it. Not as much on the Twitch and YouTube, but lots of audio only. Getting more on the Twitch and YouTube as we go.
Yes, sirree.
And we're
Now back to your regularly scheduled programming.
We are back. Sorry, I thought I was totally prepared, but I wasn't. I'm human. Oh my gosh.
Well,
Wait.
lost $10 on that one.
Yeah.
I have to tuck in the robotic little twangs that come out sometimes.
All right. So I just created YouTube so that they would shoot themselves. According to my power, that does D4 damage.
All right. So they fire at you. There are 12 of them.
That's a lot.
There are 6 that threw throwing stars at you, and 6 that took out handguns and fired them at you.
So could I
one-
actually make it where that the bullets hit the other guys instead of me? Like instead of going back at them, can I make YouTubes that go sideways and have the gun people shoot the throwing star people?
Yes.
Perfect. That's what I want to do.
Do I have an opportunity to try to help protect him?
Well, you rolled a 2?
On a D4, yes.
Oh, I'm surprised I thought you were rolling 2d6s. I was like, what?
No, that's lucky.
That's my territory.
That's his territory.
All right. A 2.
A 2.
How many
2.
enemies do you reflect it back on? Does it say?
No. It says reflect some attacks by creating a shield around yourself back at the attacker for 1d4 damage. So
All right.
the one.
So just the one. You do 2 points of damage.
Ha
That is enough to actually take him down.
Oh,
Boom. Got him.
don't bring throwing stars to a knife fight or a gunfight or a superpower. I don't know.
Meanwhile, roll a d6 and add 11.
That's how much damage you take.
Oh,
That's going to be unfortunate.
So did I have an opportunity to use a barrier?
16 total.
Take 16 hit points of damage.
I'm dead.
Nope, you are knocked out.
Actually, I'm not. I'm exaggerating.
Oh, okay.
Did we get any hit points back in between scenes?
Did you take a rest? Take a break?
I feel like eating euros was definitely a rest.
Yeah.
Yeah, we drove over. We took in a matinee.
We got halfway through Euros. Like, that's a break.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
No, we
right.
rushed into it. Our bellies.
I am still not down though. I'm severely wounded though. There's like this throwing star stuck in my head.
And force field, you gain 1 ward.
I do. That is a big old ward.
And it reflects back. It takes down one of them because he's not wearing any armor. He just has tattoos and like gay pants on. So this is what happens. Sniper 3000 is tied up in a trash can. Freeze Frame has put out these ice slippery stuff, but has just attracted all this attention to himself. Meanwhile, Lucky Titan, your friends, your compatriots, your named people in the supergroup are taking all of this damage. What do you do?
Lucky runs over and grabs a dumpster, and I'm going to whip it at him, at the group of guys there.
Sounds like you use the power.
Mm-hmm. And maybe 2 dumpsters.
Maybe.
Throw the one that Tom's in.
I'm in a trash can.
That's going to be 12.
Oh,
Excellent. Gain 3 stunts.
that's almost as best as you can do.
Did you happen to take the power and mastery?
I did not. No,
Okay.
I took which one did I take? I took Smash.
Smash.
So one, I'm going to lift something very, very heavy, like a delivery truck, or in this case, a full dumpster. And I want to throw that at them.
Yes.
And that's 2, right?
That's 2 of 3.
And you can hold them in reserve, right?
Yes.
Did I hear that?
Yes.
Can I hold?
Not do any damage to them because you've not spent a stunt to do damage. But it will have a fictional effect.
Okay. If you hold them in reserve, can you use them on your defense powers?
You can use them on any of your powers, including your defense powers.
Okay. I will now do the damage.
Okay.
Because I'll do the damage. So that's my normal damage, right?
Yes.
Brad, I'm going to need you to go ahead and get your bucket. Your buckets of damage.
I'm working on it. 8.
And we flash forward to the trial where Lucky Titan is on trial for manslaughter, having killed 12 people.
With a dumpster.
Most of them avoid it, but you catch one and it just crushes him as he flies to the other half of the alley and he gets smushed against the wall.
I figured that would happen. Well, in our defense, they shot at us.
But it's also a henchman, and he doesn't really die, you know.
Just gets knocked down.
Force field.
Say that to his family at the trial. He's not really dead.
People are injured, and that's bad.
We get the Wilhelm screams like, "Wow!"
Did you say that dealing damage always takes 1 stunt? Is that?
Yes.
Okay, gotcha. So they are in desperate need of force field, and he looks at them, everybody going around, and he's like the only person that's like standing. One's in a trash can, the other's almost died, and the other is like raging out and throwing heavy stuff. And he's like, "Just another day in the life," and he like cocks the gun, and he's like, "Put my barrier on you." And he tries to like start protecting everybody from the shitstorm that is coming.
PG.
I do have the
That's
buckets.
just one.
There's our one. So that's 7 total.
All right. Gain 2 stunts. You may have some consequences.
I am going to put the barrier around all of us, and then I'm gonna also put freeze frame in a detention field.
Okay.
Because he needs nothing to happen to him.
I imagine there's a throwing star like stuck right above my eyelid, and I'm like, is it bad? It feels like it's bad. Is it bad?
Now, read the exact wording of detention field.
Create a detention bubble that can capture something about the size of a man for about a minute.
Then he goes into a detention bubble.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if the wording was enemy or foe, but it says something. So
yeah,
it goes around him.
Yeah.
So funny story. Once you're inside the bubble, it's like video screens just playing like Jane Fonda workout videos the entire time.
That's muscle particles. It's how they work.
Yeah, exactly.
Sniper 3000. You just hear booming sounds from inside the trash can you tried to take cover behind. And there's this cacophony of gunfire going off. There's a smashing sound followed by a sickening squish. What do you do?
First I start to I cry a little bit. I'm like, I have no idea why. I had a good life. Like, I was making decent money, just kind of doing my thing. Why do I have to do this? Oh,
you do it for the likes and subscribe.
Oh, I do. I think about that time. Freeze frame reminded me, like, do it for the likes and subscribes. All right, don't forget. Like and subscribe. Smash that heart button. Follow us. All right. No. Caps in the chat. All right. So then all right. So I'm going to kind of scoot myself out of the trash can, throw the banana peel off of my shoulder, and it's just like everything's just on fire. I'm like, all right. And what I'm gonna do is I get serious. All right, I don't even pull up the cameras. I know that this is going to be bad. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to attempt to turn invisible.
All right. Sounds like you use a power. Your device is power set.
Yep,
so
I'm using my devices right now.
So go ahead and roll.
That is going to be a... What do I add to this?
You are a blaster. This is dexterity.
Okay, that is going to be a 9.
All right, gain 2 stunts.
Okay, so my additional stunt that I'm going to do is I'm going to turn myself invisible. And since they can't see me now, I'm going to run up to one of the vans. And I'm going to basically stick one of my explosive time bombs to one of the vans.
Okay.
All right. That's what I'm going to do.
Go ahead and read me out the descriptions of the powers.
All right.
Exactly what they do.
All right. So my activated cloaking device to temporarily hide yourself.
This can end no way but terrible.
All right. And then it says +1 forward. I don't know what that means.
That means because you've activated your cloaking device, you get a +1 forward on your next roll.
Okay, and then the bomb says set up an explosive time bomb that will do damage when you set it off in the future, and it says close. So I'm guessing that's proximity.
So you have to be close in order to set it.
Of course.
You can't, set it at reach or set it at near. Okay. You've got to be right next to it.
Yeah, and that's what I did. I turned myself invisible so I could just kind of go up to the van and just kind of stick it on the gas tank or the little gas cap.
Now, do you stick it on the one where the tattooed guys were close to, or do you stick it on the one where the guys with the occult symbol on the back of their jackets was close to?
Who has the art right now, or not the art? Who has the boxes?
The boxes are being transferred between the two. It looks like they were coming out of the van with the tattooed guys, and go into the van with the occult guys.
So I'm going to do it on the van with the tattoos.
Okay.
All right.
And it is on there. Meanwhile, we zip back to freeze frame after he's taken this hail of damage. He's in this detention bubble. What do you do?
I'm watching Jane Fonda videos. Am I able to get out? I mean, I assume I'm trapped in here unless force field lets me out.
Unless force field decides to let you out.
I mean,
can I rest? Can I heal myself in some way?
If you want to take a break, you can. You'll just mix the next. You'll just when you take a break, you skip the next scene. So you have to decide if you want to kind of take yourself out of this scene for the rest of the encounter.
I mean, it is your group. Like, I'm sure if you yell at me to let you out, I would let you out.
I'm also almost dead. I kind of like being here at the moment.
You don't die. You just get knocked out, and then your backstory becomes more interesting.
Oh,
Okay.
that sounds cool.
All right, then let me out. Freeze frame is going to freeze some frames on these guys.
And I'd be like, "Are you sure, boss?"
No, but do it anyway.
Okay. And he like turns the cannon towards you, and like there's like a big orb of like globular energy that comes out, and it lands on the barrier, and it sort of disintegrates the barrier, and you're out.
Aha. That seems counterintuitive, but that's fine. All right, so I am just going to make the area much colder, whatever consequences that might have. I'm going to try to get them all shivering, so they can't accurately shoot or throw throwing stars at me anymore.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll all be cold.
Oh, you're invisible. I can't
Yeah.
see you. That is going to be a 9.
All right. Gain 2 stunts, and you may have some consequences.
All right, I would like to use one of these stunts to actually cause that to do damage to them.
All right. You previously affected them with your powers, so you can roll a D4, and then add another D4, and add your, I believe, intelligence modifier.
Okay.
Is that correct?
Yes, that would be a 4, a 2, and a 2, so that's 8.
All right. You take one and freeze him from the bottom of his feet. This water just engrosses him. And he is totally frozen. And this is one of the guys with the occult symbol, correct?
Sure.
And he is just locked in ice. Meanwhile, the water that was spreading out away from you has now created a small little pond around you. And because you lowered the temperature right around you, it's a little slick. So you're going to take a -1 forward if you try to do risky business because of the slickness of the area.
Okay. Go with that.
Next.
Lucky is going to try and take advantage of some of the water and the ice that was in the area over there. Maybe take advantage of some of the slick footing, and he's going to try and slam his hands together to create a shock wave to knock them down.
Excellent. Use a power. Roll plus strength.
10.
Gain 3 stunts.
So 1, I'm going to clap that hands together to create that shock wave.
What would that look like?
He just he golf claps lightly.
Starts to resonate.
So he will do that.
It's a slow clap, and it just like builds.
Think like a big Hulk clap.
Yeah, kind of like that.
I knew what you meant. I wanted you to actually.
Oh yeah, well, I'll just kind of go.
Perfect. Yeah.
That's great TV. Yeah.
That's quality television.
Yep. So he'll do that, and the
writers for our show are really, undersold. Our writing staff is really good.
So good.
And what I want to do too, also, is I want to try to leap towards them after I do it. So I get in their mix to maybe take some of the attention off my friends.
All right. So read me what it exactly does when you do the hand clap thing.
Clap your hands together with such force that you create a shockwave that deafens and stuns 1d4 plus level foes reach stun.
Oh, so go ahead and roll 1d4 plus 2.
Plus
That will be 3.
Okay. So you have 3 of them that are stunned now.
Mhm.
And you jump close to them into the middle use your leg strength to jump to a near place. Is that correct?
That's correct.
And then what are you going to do? Then you have 2 stunts left, 1 from the last time, and then 1 more from the one this time. Would you like to use them or hold them?
I will use one to. You cannot use the same option on twice on one turn. That's correct. Is that correct? Okay. Then I will use 1 to deal damage.
Okay.
10.
Oh, you describe how you take out this hell type occult guy.
So he kind of does a reverse haymaker as he's flying. You know, as he's coming down from the leap, he just brings both hands down, like pretty much right on his shoulders, and slams him backwards into the van.
Okay, and the van gets a little dented.
Right, and he just kind of hangs in that little hole there, or in that dent.
And Lucky Titan has pretty much immobilized all of the occult fellows. The other 5 tattooed guys see things not going their way and are looking a little hesitant. Next, force field, I believe.
So I see them looking hesitant, and I want to stop them. So I move up closer to them, and I am going to. Wait, no, there's somebody really injured. I should do that. And he looks like he's about to charge into them with his gun, and he's like, okay, and he switches it to the white color instead of the blue color, and points it at Freeze Frame, be like, can't have you falling down on the job.
Freeze Frame.
Who am I going to have pun battles with? And I attempt to heal the great Freeze Frame with vigilance. So I have 1d4, and then I'm now a buffer, so I can heal an additional die4.
Read exactly what buffer does, because I don't believe it buffs ward. I believe it only buffs powers.
When you use a power stunt.
So this is not a power stunt.
All right. Are you sure? Vigilance seems pretty power stunty. It's not like you wrote the game or anything.
Nice try.
All right. Well then, in that case, I am gonna charge and I'm gonna shoot. So I run in with the gun, and he lets out this snowblower-esque amount of energy from his force field gun, and he tries to blast them with energy blast. So let's see. That is a 12.
Ooh. And you took buffer, not power mastery?
I think so.
Yes.
Oh, no, yeah, I took buffer, not power mastery. Correct.
All right, gain 3 stunts.
All right.
And a 12 plus with power mastery, you gain an additional stunt.
So do damage.
Okay, roll your d8.
Supercharge your energy to deal an additional 1d4.
Okay.
And expel deadly energies from all parts of the gun, affecting up to 1d4 plus your level target enemies.
There you go.
It's almost like the gun has it's exhaust cooldown. It's just there's muscle particles going everywhere.
The gun grows arms
and
and flexes them.
And then I would also like to use my vigilance to do an extra die4 on this one. So
excellent.
How many does it affect?
Additional
1d4 plus your level.
An additional. So I rolled a 3. So and then my level's 2, so 5 enemies.
Yep. You get 5 of the tattooed guys. Go ahead and roll your damage. D8 plus D4 plus D4.
So 4 plus 3 plus 4. So 11 damage.
So you see force field, his gun just explode in this brilliant blue-white energy burst.
Must power!
As these guys go flying back all over the alley, 2 of them land on the roof in the back on top of City of Heroes and Up and Away Burger.
And then like you could see him, and there's like smoke sort of coming off of his shoulders, like heat and energy, and he looks really burnt out. Like it took a lot out of him to do that.
You need some electrolytes.
Yeah. I need a gyro. Does anybody have a gyro?
Go long. Out of the pocket.
With the other three being stunned at this point, the encounter is kind of closed up at this point. So we'll go ahead and fast forward to after you have taken care of them. How do you take care of the three that are stunned now that you have the upper hand?
How do we take care of them?
Like tenderly, as I would, a family member, a respected member of the community. No,
very nice. You're very heroic.
Can we call the local authorities?
Actually, how it works is you have teleport patches. You slap them on pieces of evidence or defeated enemies, and they go straight to the Zigursky Penitentiary Infirmary Ward or to the nearest Paragon Police Department evidence locker. In order for them to work, the person must have 0 brain waves and be motionless for 30 seconds. And you're supplied with hundreds of these.
Okay. Let's hold on. Can we like talk to them first?
Sure.
Yeah.
Teleport you.
What are you? What's in the box?
What's in the box?
I knew it was coming.
Yeah.
What's in the box? Tell us.
Actually, Gwyneth Paltrow's head. Spoilers.
Why are you asking me?
We can.
Go over and look, damn it.
You do it.
Fine.
No.
I'll do it.
Yeah. No. Lucky.
No. He'll do it. Lucky Titan, go ahead.
I just told him to do it. Why do you gotta jump in like that?
Because it's freeze frame and the rest featuring Sniper.
Okay, never mind. Lucky, just open the box.
We really got to get Lucky in the name.
Lucky opens the box.
Inside the box, the first one you find is a bunch of straw packing material.
Mm-hmm.
In addition to that, you find
packing material. Those devious bastards.
That are maybe about 1.5 foot high, and they have a very stylized Egyptian look to them.
What are they, like canopic jars or something?
Ushabati.
All right.
Is this?
You only get one. You just wasted it.
Is this? Is this art? As I look at I look over at Force Field. Is this art? Force Field, is this art? I mean, you seem to be a expert.
Oh, that was in my regular voice. I'd be like, yeah, it looks like. No, it doesn't look like art. I don't know what these.
Well, tell us what is this art?
Shake it. Lucky shakes it. Does it sound hollow?
It is hollow, but there's nothing inside that you hear.
Okay.
What's going on here? Why?
I don't know. Like break one. See if there's something inside of it.
Well, no, don't do that. These may belong to somebody, and we can return them.
Well, like, doesn't everything belong to somebody?
The wisdom that just comes forth is just.
I'm a very high wisdom character, but like low intelligence.
Just like these. Tell us, what were you? Why were you doing? Why were you selling these in this back alley, being all nefarious and whatnot?
Selling? No, man. Mr. Hill got these for us. We're gonna take them down. Take down 3K Kelvin.
Who's 3K Kelvin?
I think he's just speaking a different language.
3K Kelvin, man. He's no good, man. He took over. But Duke Mordragor, man, he's gonna take back the leadership.
Of what?
Of our gang, man, the Hellions. He's a total bad mother trucker.
Just talking about what's his face.
So you're having an internal gang conflict in which there's a power struggle. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah, but there's not going to be a struggle. We're just going to wipe them out. We're going to summon all these demons and then just go after them.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that makes total sense. Hey, can we help you do this?
Yeah.
Where would we go to do that?
Well, we're gathering all these artifacts, And once we have all the correct artifacts, we set a big building on fire. And then with the fire, we summon the demons.
That's deep.
That sounds pretty cool. I feel like the kids would be all about that these days.
You must be really high up in this gang to have such a plan.
No, man, I'm just a blood brother.
Hey guys, like, are we trying to like?
Aren't
stop
you like
him?
due for a promotion?
All right, look, we have all the information we need, and I slap a patch on the guy. But
I look at Lucky and I'd be like, "Are you really trying to join the aliens?"
yeah. So does he? You said it has to have 0 brainwaves, right?
Yes, you can knock him out.
Yeah.
So, but what happens if you send him when he's not knocked out?
It doesn't activate.
Oh, okay. Never mind. All right, it's not working.
We'll tag all the boxes.
Okay. They go to an evidence locker after 30 seconds.
All right. It was nice talking to you, friend. What was your...
Roboted out. You guess what his name was?
Yeah.
And as he started to answer, I'd knock him in the back of the head.
It's not important.
It was important to me.
I'm just walking around the alley at this point, just kind of like intrigued by these badges. Like I stuck one on the garbage can, just like. Poof.
And I look at you and I'd be like, "Mooks don't get names."
Well, I'm just glad this was resolved before anyone put a time bomb anywhere. End of scene.
I'm just glad.
We want to rest.
So we've now confiscated the car, the van, and Sniper 3000 has forgotten that he placed his invisible time bomb on it.
I've totally forgotten.
But we don't know what time it's set for.
Yeah. Well, see, I think we should get in the van. We should do the reverse GPS and go back to where they're at and pretend we're these people.
Yeah, we have all of the boxes. We've got the art. We'll just show up and take.
I'd be like, guys, do you mean the boxes we just teleported back?
Those boxes.
We don't
You
have.
go get them. I'll knock you out, send you there, and then you can bring them back.
No, okay. All right, look, we're trying to do the good thing, so let's send the boxes back. Let's just go to there. But I tell you what, first, I could really go for some R&R. This has been a very stressful day. This Duke Mordrigar that they said, look, he doesn't have his stuff, so he's probably going to wait.
Yeah,
I'd like to...
All right, here's a plan. Sniper, you go and rest. I'll hit the streets, see what I can dig up, find out about these guys. Why don't you come with me, Force Field? You and I will hit the streets.
I mean, you can call me. You can call me the rest. Like I'm waiting on the name change, but
the rest of us will go hit the streets. You two, the name brand of the super team, can get some R&R. We'll meet you back up in a couple hours or so after we've been able to shake some trees and kick some bushes and that kind of stuff.
We should probably talk to people though.
Yeah, that could work too.
All right. We'll go kick it back at the van.
Yeah, with the time bomb on it.
No. We have a van. We've got a tour bus.
Yeah.
A tour bus. We're gonna go kick it there. We'll drive the van there, though, of course.
Yeah.
All right, you guys take the tour bus, and he and I will take the white unmarked van.
Yes.
Unfortunately, both of those vans got tagged because they're evidence.
We didn't send the van back.
I didn't send the van back.
I did.
Time bomb.
And then
there were two vans.
In the distance, there's like an explosion. It's like.
What was that? No idea.
Oh. That was way bigger than I thought. I've never really used. Okay, as I like have a bunch of these. All right, I'm gonna be careful with these. Let's go get some rest.
All right. So it sounds like two of you are going to take a break as you skip the next scene.
Yes.
So go ahead and roll plus Constitution, each of you.
Roll what plus Constitution?
Roll plus Constitution.
So that's 2d6s, right?
Yes.
Okay. Ooh.
11.
I think I got an 11 too.
Copycat.
I got an 11.
You got an 11. Roll 5d4 and gain that many hit points.
Woohoo!
Okay. Well, I'm going to be back up, so.
Meanwhile, the other two, sounds like you're doing detective work. How are you doing detective work? Are you using your charm and social grace and interrogating informants?
Yes, that is what Lucky is going to do. He's going to go back to his old stomping ground, and he's going to hit some of the bars in the area. He's going to hit some, some of the local tough hangouts and he's going to see who's there and talk to some people and see what he can find.
Okay. So that sounds like detective work using charisma. Sounds like you might be using teamwork, unfortunately. It's not any other time.
Teamwork. So like, as we're going out there, like I'm trying to help him, but I'm not very like charismatic, and I really try to dig in and be like, man, you should really try to get your name in the title. Like we're all in the title. There's like freeze frame and the rest, and then featuring Sniper 3000.
But, every team needs a good support guy. I'm okay with that, right? The rest.
I mean, you gotta get out there and brand yourself, man. Like, that's what Sniper 3000 says.
Always be. There's like a scene of me telling you, always be branding.
Always be branding.
ABB.
ABB. Every minute you wake up, you brand. You brush your teeth, you brand. You take a shower, you brand. You go to see your mom on the weekend, you brand. So with
teamwork, I roll 2d6 plus 1, right, for my one helper.
Yeah.
Good luck.
That's going to be a 6.
I did the thing that I wanted to, which was hurt you.
Gain 1 XP.
Yay. I gave you an experience. You're welcome.
You learn from mistakes.
Learn what not to do.
Fail forward.
I love it.
What actually happens is as you're like going through all these dive bars and all these things, you actually get separated, and you can't hook up with one another again.
Wait, that would help him. All right, good. Keep going.
You didn't get separated. He left you.
Yeah,
he left me.
Yes.
But meanwhile, now you can do detective work. You do not get any bonus, but you do get roll plus charisma.
Do it.
5.
Gain another XP.
Charisma is not a dump stat for me.
Brad is still Brad.
When I'm a player, I have terrible dice, but when I'm a GM, I can't not roll perfectly.
Murder everybody.
It's
so
terrible.
Find trouble. Trouble finds you.
That's fitting.
And you know who's not there to help you with the trouble? This guy.
Muscle.
The guy with the big guns.
I have the biggest muscle particles.
So, Lucky, you, oh man. How do I put this?
Did his luck run out?
You actually start asking all these leading questions, and these people are actually a little sharper than you are, and start like pumping you for information.
Oh my word.
And so now the word is out on the street that Freeze Frame and the rest,
featuring Sniper 3000,
are on the hunt for the Hellions.
Hellions, yeah.
Back at the tour bus, I'm talking to Freeze Frame. I really feel good about sending Lucky and Force Field out. Yeah,
I like to think that we're getting like a pedicure. Like we have our feet in like this soaking bath, or
you have the cucumber eyeballs.
Yeah,
and we're just like talking to each other. Oh yeah, like he's solid. I mean, I think this is great for him.
He was raised on the streets. He knows people. There's no possible way that this could go wrong. As we,
yeah, I mean, Not at all. And fortunately, we are in a giant bus that says Freeze Frame and the rest features Sniper 3000 in a prominent public location. So if anyone was looking for us, they would definitely find us.
And like if anything bad were to happen, like at least he's with Force Field.
Yeah, because we're the weaker two. So like if we were to not be there, we would be in danger. But those two together, solid.
Like as long as they don't get separated, they're fine.
Feeling really good about this.
All right. What happens next is the Hellions find you.
Us?
Well, at least Force Field.
Oh, Force Field.
Perfect.
Gotcha.
And they go, man, just hold on. Don't get all hostile on us. We just want to talk.
And I'm getting worried because there's more of them. I'd be like, do I have to make some caramelized Hellions?
You can burn us all you want. Doesn't affect us at all.
What do you want?
We want you to take down Duke Mordragar.
Who is that?
He was one of the leaders of the Hellions, but 3K Kelvin blew him away. We just don't want him part of the gang anymore.
And I'd be like, so what, you just want me to beat up a bad guy?
Yeah.
So he puts the gun to his side and he's like, oh, well, yeah, sure. No problem. He's like, why didn't you just say that?
Want you to beat up a bad guy.
Oh, yeah, okay, no problem. Do you have his, address or GPS or, where he goes?
At midnight, there's going to be a summoning ritual on top of a burning building in Steel Canyon.
And he, pulls out the gun and get, what do you mean a summoning ritual?
Whoa. You wanted to beat up a bad guy, I'm giving you a bad guy.
A summoning ritual? What are they summoning?
Just demons.
That was real? He wasn't joking?
No.
I get on my phone and I'm like, I call you guys as you're getting your pedicure.
Hey, Sniper 3000, go.
You got a Bluetooth headset.
Hey, so that whole demon summoning thing, that's real.
No, it was definitely a euphemism.
No, it's a real because I'm standing here with Hellions. What's your name? Slayer. I'm here with Slayer.
Put him on. Put him on.
Yeah.
Hey, freeze frame. We're gonna put something on speaker for you.
Put that on speaker.
Yeah, here, speaker. All right.
Yeah, here, Slayer. Let me come over here. I want you to talk to Sniper 3000.
Yeah, this is you got Sniper 3000.
That's Sniper 3000.
Yes. And freeze frame.
And freeze frame and the rest.
Yeah. What are you saying? You've got our guy over here. He's saying that this summoning thing is real.
Yeah.
You tell him, Slayer.
How do you think we get our fire powers? Got
is-
all these magical artifacts, and we just use them for these rituals, and they give us all this personal energy. And once you get enough personal energy, you can just summon flames.
I'm going to be honest. I thought it was propane.
And propane accessories.
And propane accessories.
Well, okay. All right. Anyway, we're busy. So, you.
So they want us to
got
beat
this.
up this. Okay.
I don't know what else you can. I don't know why you called me. I don't know what else you want me to do for you.
We're going through a tunnel.
Where's Lucky?
No, he's lost, or I am one of the two.
Are you lost Lucky?
Yeah, he's huge, but my eyesight's not great.
All right, just
And he shoots things.
hey, all right. We're at the bus, okay? When you guys are finished up, just head back over, and we'll take care of these demons. And
Yeah, so they want us to beat up Duke Mordragar. They have the location, so we could probably do that. But I don't know about the demons. We should definitely beat them up before he summons the demons.
well, let's take out this. I'll look over at freeze frame. Duke, take him out.
Sure. So
What's
I do have an
that
idea.
gentle? What is that gentle whirring sound in the background?
Nothing.
There's like a massage chair.
Massage chair.
Oh, it's okay.
You know that room you're not allowed in on the bus?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I thought that was the bathroom.
Oh. Wait, where have you been going to the bath? You know what? We'll talk about this later.
All right, what's Freeze Frame's idea? You said he had an idea.
I want to open a sub shop called Demon Subs, where it's all like summon yours today.
I thought this was gonna be like a real thing. You're like, and I want to open up a sub shop.
Fiery subs, ghost peppers. You know, it's like 1-800-SUMMON is the phone number.
Yeah. As you're Force Field, as you're hang up, you kind of like you kind of hear us like hear Freeze Frame start talking about this sub shop, and then you hear
I'm buying the domain now.
You just hear a click, and you're back. We're off the phone now.
Yeah, I leave the phone on too long, like I don't shut it off. I look at the Hellions and I'd be like, all right, give me the address, man.
Steel Canyon, Diamond District.
And I'd be like, can you text that to me? Because there's a good chance I'm gonna forget that.
Give me your phone.
Okay. Yeah. Actually, can you just text it to Sniper 3000? That'll save me a step. Appreciate it, man.
You just gave them a minor YouTube celebrity's phone number.
Yeah.
Change your number now.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
So, you've got all this. What do you do?
I'll be like, I try to meet up with. I think we try to regroup, right?
Yeah. You regroup.
Yep. Our pedicure is over. Cucumber face mask.
I'm looking good. I rolled my scarf. I am ready to go.
I get closer to like Freeze Frame and I'd be like, hey, are you okay, man?
What? Why do you ask?
I mean, just your pores are very tiny. like they look great.
Thanks. I masked while you were gone. I'm glad you noticed.
Well,
So
yeah,
I got this idea for a sub shop.
You have a superhero mask? Let me see it.
Just solid. All right. So I'm now driving the tour bus. We are heading towards the Canyon District.
Does Lucky call us from like a payphone and we go pick him up?
Hey,
Where's Lucky?
Yeah. Hey, Sniper. I need an Uber.
Where are you? We'll
No, it's a Suber.
I need a Suber.
Uber.
A Suber. Can you send me the last four of your social? I need it for your credit card.
I totally send it.
Okay, thanks.
I'm gonna give the address to Lucky. I'm gonna say, have your Suber drop you off.
Yo, speak there.
And we'll meet you there. We'll have the tour bus.
And I'd be like, and I'm yelling through the phone to you. I'd be like, hey man, get that Subaru XL, treat yourself.
Yeah, treat yourself.
Yeah. I'll get the YL3.
Okay.
So we're in the final third of the comic, and you see this large, full-page panel, and it is this 10-story building. It's bright yellow. It's got all these windows around the four sides. There's a big fire escape going up the side.
Hint. Fire escape. Escape the fire.
And as you pull up, you hear some muffled booming sounds as flames start to flicker out of all the windows.
Great, we're right on time.
You hear screaming from the people in the apartments.
And so now I look at you guys when we arrived at this, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And now I look at you guys because it's like from the cover, and I'd be like, so do you guys want to get some Chick-fil-A?
Actually, it's Colonel Flanders.
It's Colonel Flanders. Yeah.
Ooh.
Do you want to get some Colonel Flanders?
Colonel Flanders.
We need to take the fight to the Duke.
We've got bigger fish to fry.
Fish to fry.
He's gonna be Mordregard.
Are there,
And less regard.
No, he just does it bad.
are there people like trying to get out of this building?
They are now appearing at the windows, trying to escape the smoke. Some of them are piling out onto the fire escape.
Serious.
But they seem to be like fighting each other, trying to get out to it. So there's so you actually see somebody fall off the fire escape from about 2 stories up. And hit the ground.
Try to.
No,
Yeah,
can
Put
I
him in a
do?
detention field.
Can I do something? Before
I
they do
slide.
it, we all do it at the same time. We all use our powers on this one
And the
person.
falls and dies in front of us.
I wanted to throw a web grenade to try to stick him to the side of the building.
Which is
Side
on
of the
fire. You're burning this person. to
No,
death.
I like the dramatic effect. We realize now this person dies, and we realize that, hey, this is serious.
Yeah, we all miss.
The freeze frame you were gonna.
I make
do
ice
something.
slides, like just so
Ooh,
people-
and they melt because of the fire.
well, they'll last long enough to get them to the ground.
Or they melt and they fall. All right. All right. You all rescue everybody. I'm going to go up into this other building up here, okay? Because I'm a sniper. I'm going to get a good position.
Sniper go sniping.
I'm going to go sniping. And I will relay you all information from that building over there, okay?
Do you want me to get you up there?
You can do I was just going to climb the stairs, but if you've got a faster way, for sure.
Yeah, like I think I could probably help you.
Okay.
So I would like to use a power.
Which power are you trying to use?
Force field. So I'd be like, my barrier's on you, and I try to get it. That is a 9.
And 2 stunts.
So I would like to put a detention bubble on you, and
Okay.
then push something away or pour something towards you that you could normally lift, like you, small gunslinger,
Yeah, I'm not that
arrow
big.
slinger. Yeah, so like I put you in a detention bubble and I just start like floating you away towards the top of the building.
As I'm now on the building just across, because this is Jason. So this is a building. There's other buildings around here, right?
Yeah, you're in a
Yeah.
high-rise.
Yeah. So yeah, I want to be across the way as I see this burning building over there.
Okay. As you look down, you see your compatriots start to go to rescue people. And I'm going to give them a chance to react in just a moment. But I want to give you this information first.
Mm-hmm.
As you're looking down, you see a giant pentagram in flames on the top of the building. It is about 50 or 80 feet across. It is on fire. Each of the lines is a line of fire. Standing at the 5 corners of the star are these men, and they've got horns growing out of their foreheads.
Shoot those men.
And in the middle is a man who almost has like curly ram's horns coming out of his forehead.
Correction, shoot that
And
man.
he is in the middle in this pentagram, and his arms are up, and he's going, envoy of shadows, summon to me. And you see a demonic form about 12 feet high with an 18-foot wingspan, wreathed in this blue flame.
Correction.
Correction. Shoot that thing.
I want to, like, instead of like relaying this information to them like a normal person would, I'm gonna like pull out my camera and I'm gonna start doing a YouTube live. I'm gonna be filming. I'm be like, all right, so this is the situation right now, and then I'm also like, we've got all this stuff going. I'm starting to explain this, and then hold on, and then I'm gonna like,
I get an alert on my phone.
yeah, I'm gonna shoot you guys. Yeah, your guys' phones all start beeping.
Live.
Yeah, it's like Cyber 3000 live, and you guys now, as you check your phones, you like see just like what I'm explaining to them.
And I'd be like, I'm like looking up, and I'd be like, oh man, this would be really cool if like we didn't have to deal with this.
Oh man.
All right. So yeah, I want to keep using ice power to make ice slides to try to
Okay.
rescue as many people as I can.
All right. Sounds like there's an imminent threat or calamity, so I'm going to have everybody roll for risky business. And it sounds like you are each using your powers, so you can each roll your power stat.
Come on, dice.
That would be an 11.
That would be. Oh wait, I got +1. It's 10 now.
Okay.
Right? We got another +1 from leveling up.
10.
11.
Okay.
Nice.
You do what you set out to do. The threat does not come to bear. So what happens is you manage to get everybody out of the building with only 1 or 2 casualties. And they're fleeing. Meanwhile, Sniper 3000 is up on the roof and keeping track of things. And it looks like the summoning ritual is not quite finished. The demon wreathed in the blue flames is not yet quite materialized yet, but he seems to be becoming more and more solid. What do you do?
All right. Are you guys almost at the roof? Like,
Hey,
No,
did
we
you-
haven't started to get the roof yet.
Did
We're
you-
saving people.
Hey, I was wondering if you could do the thing that's in your name.
Oh! Yeah, that's right. Okay, never mind. Okay.
He says it like unsarcastically, like, "Hey, could you do that? That'd be great."
I put my camera away, and I'm going to pull out my bow and arrow, and I'm going to attempt to shoot the person in the middle of the summoning ritual.
Ooh, sounds like use a power.
I am. I'm using my archery ability.
I like to think that you have a little camera on that arrow, so you're gonna
Arrow cam.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. I am also, yes, I'm going to use my power.
That ritual is fire.
7.
Gain 2 stunts. You may have some consequences.
Okay. I'm going to use my aiming ability, which is going to gain +1 forward for this power.
Okay.
And then I'm also going to go and use my called shot
Okay.
as I slowly release my breath, and I'm going to shoot at this guy's head.
All right. Roll for the effect of the called shot.
All right, so I can choose a target, and I roll plus my wisdom.
Yes.
All right. So I got that is going to be a 9 because my wisdom is
What happens on a 7 to 9?
7 to 9. They do nothing but stand and drool for a few moments.
All right.
Okay.
You get him with this massive arrow. It takes him to the head, and you see one of the horns crack out of his forehead.
Hey, he's losing horns. I'm doing something.
I like I put my foot. Is that a euphemism?
No.
I'd be like, oh, I talk too loud. So like we're trying to get up to the top, and I'd be like, if there's big fire up there, like we need you to fight, and we need you to put out the fire. And I'd be like, are you ready? And I'm like getting ready to like try to throw you guys up with the gun.
He sees where the arrow comes from, turns, extends an arm, and there's this ball of fire that starts to grow there. And it leaps out and arcs over the building to land on top of you. Roll a d10.
Me.
Yes.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
Roll a 1.
Roll a 10.
Take 12. Take 12 points of damage.
Like, just in the distance, you guys just hear like, "Ah, I'm on fire!"
And I'd be like, look at him, he's doing so good.
So about this
He's
time,
like, he's on
the
fire.
rest of Freeze Frame and the rest, not featuring Sniper 3000 at the moment, come to the roof, and you see this giant pentagram outlined in flames. What do you do?
You're like, my barrier's on you. Like, before anything. I'm going to try to, like, protect you guys.
Force field, roll plus wisdom.
That is an 11.
Gain 3 stunts.
I put my barrier on you. You guys now have +3 defense. There's no like attacks coming in at me. Okay, we're good. And I push something or pull something towards you that I could normally lift. I'd like to pull the main guy out of the center and bring him closer to Lucky and put a detention bubble. I put a detention bubble on myself so that this thing can't get me, and it's just next to Lucky. This
Okay.
main guy.
What's the range on your push or pull something?
Near?
Okay, he is far away
Okay.
because the roof is large.
Gotcha. Oh, we're not up there yet. Or it's just large, like wide ways. Got it.
It's large wide. You are at the top.
Well, then I'm good. Then there's nothing else. I want to pull him. And
If you move closer and get to the edge of the circle near where one of the people are at the point, then yes, you can move him out of the center.
nope, detention bubble on myself. So I do. I move closer. I pull him out. I give us all bonuses to defense, and I put a detention bubble around myself. Done.
All right.
Next up.
Lucky's going to run up, and I'm going to try to smash the roof.
Okay.
And I want to break the circle. I want to try to cave the roof in.
All
of
right.
this building, breaking the circle.
I want to
That's
assist
like
by
you
trying to
use-
making the roof brittle by freezing it first.
Yeah. Porous water damage.
Well, what it sounds like you might do is you guys sound like you might be wanting to combo powers.
Sounds great.
Go ahead and both of you use a power.
Wait, let me specify. I just want to change one thing. Roll well.
12.
See, it worked.
I did terrible. I rolled a 3 plus 2, 5.
Gain XP.
Ooh, I leveled up just in time to die.
Lucky, what did you roll?
12.
Oh, gain 3 stunts.
Okay. The first I would like to do.
Hold on, let me take care of poor freeze frame first. Because he has to face the consequences of great power.
I'm guessing my alien suit that I don't know how to use properly malfunctions in some way.
What actually happens is all of this water starts cascading down as the suit just melts off you.
Hellfire is your weakness.
And it is now this puddle of goo down at your feet. And
I am completely naked.
yes. And you try to summon the powers and realize that it wasn't in the suit at all.
Mental break moment.
I could have been wearing thermals this whole time.
I've been so cold.
I've been so cold all the time. My nipples are like diamonds.
Lucky.
Glass.
All right. Lucky is he's going to stomp the ground, basically trying to cause foes to stumble and fall.
Okay.
For one, I do want to do damage to the roof to try to, again, cave in the roof to break this ritual. And the third thing I want to do, was it 2 or 3?
You got 3.
Okay. Third thing I would like to do is withstand damaging energies and gain +3 defense again.
Okay. Roll your damage against the roof.
6.
I just want to point out that Jason's made the greatest pun of this entire game, and that is the roof. The roof. The roof is on fire. Well done, Jason.
Thank you. I don't get that every single time I run this scenario.
Yep. Oh, I'm not missing it.
Okay. Meanwhile, on the other building, getting roasted alive, Sniper 3000 degrees.
Yes.
What do you do?
Okay. I'm going to, in order to get the fire off of me. This is, all right. This is not something that I have, but can I shoot an arrow with a rope across the building that I have?
Is that one of your power stunts?
It is not.
Well, no, you can.
Oh, okay. So, all right. So this is what I want to do. I am going to. The rage boils up with, how dare you do something super cool, and I'm going to try to one-up this person, and I'm going to shoot my fire arrow back at him.
Oh. Now remember, since you concentrated, you do get a +1 forward.
Okay.
On this.
So that just means I add 1.
You add an additional 1 to your use of power.
Okay. Let's see here. 6.
Mark X, baby.
Wow.
Did you just
Share the
level up?
consequences of great power. Your thermal arrow that you've lit with a match arcs over, lands into the middle of the demon. It flares up and explodes, and you see the demon solidify just that little bit more as the temperature was raised high enough for him to fully materialize.
Sorry. I just kind of sorry.
And I'd be like, it was okay. It was worth the shot.
And you feel your arrows start to smolder inside the quiver.
It's not good.
You've gained Hellfire arrows.
I've gained Hellfire arrows. You heard him say it.
Whoever said fire with fire?
Yeah, what jerk said that?
Yeah.
Force field.
Okay, force field.
Right. So, I've pulled that guy closer. I need to do something, and I need to try to help force field. I mean, try to help Sniper 3000. But I got nothing for him.
Yeah, you don't know that I'm hurt.
Yeah.
You just saw a large explosion on the building that I was on.
Yeah. So I'm gonna try to do energy or force field again. So let's see what happens. Try to continue to deal with these guys. That's an 11.
And 3.
So I'm gonna continue to give us all my barriers on you, and I want to push something. Nope, can't do that. About the size of a man. How big is this demon?
Throw one of the men off the building. They're doing the ritual.
Yeah. So I'm gonna throw one of the guys off the building. I'm gonna push. I put it at attention. God, I don't know what else to do. How big is the demon?
12 feet high, 18-foot wingspan.
Okay.
Big boy.
Gotcha.
Horns, blue flames, rough pebbly skin, anthropomorphic, big claws.
Okay. Well, I want to run up and grab its attention. And I'd be like, "Hey, what's going on? Idiot.
All right. So we'll come back to that. You've kind of gotten your roll with use of power. Go ahead and hold on to your power stones for next time, and we'll come back to risky business after we find out what happens to the newly revealed freeze frame after he realizes what is going on.
This is your real origin story.
Actually, the suit was limiting my power. It was dampening them in some way. Now that I'm free of that restriction, I'm more powerful, and I'm going to try to freeze the entire area. I'm going to use the lower the temperature thing, since I now know that fire bad, ice good.
Did you level up?
I mean, I technically did, but I haven't done anything with that.
Well, did you level up this scene?
Yes, just earlier, a few minutes ago, I rolled poorly.
Remember, you get a +1 ongoing for the duration of this scene.
Yep. All right, so I'm going to roll my power with a +1 on top of my other +1s. That makes that a 12. Aha!
Excellent.
All right.
Gain 3.
So I want to lower the temperature of the roof. For one, I want to cause damage to the people. That would be 2. And then I want to make the roof brittle so that maybe Lucky Strike or Lucky Titan, Lucky Strike. Try that again. These other smoking cigarettes, paint smoking. Oh yeah.
Okay, I recognize the first 2 power stones. Where's the third one?
There's really not one.
Then you can't do it.
All right. Well, then I will simply
Be a ninja.
Yep. I will just make things slippery as well for the people doing the ritual.
For the demon.
For the demon, slippery.
I mean, you fall off of a building.
I got it.
It's gonna leave a mark.
Leave a mark.
Lucky Titan.
Lucky is gonna run, charge this demon, try to grab a hold of him. My intent is to lift him up in the air and dive off the building with him.
Okay.
And I'm going to attempt to bear hug the demon using my super strength and hold on to immobilize its wings.
Okay. Go ahead and roll for use of power. Actually, hold on. Let me think about that. This is more risky business, isn't it? Because you're trying to use your powers, but you're really acting despite an imminent threat here.
Yeah, of getting murderated by a demon.
Yeah. So I'm going to say roll plus strength.
Okay. Risky business, so 11.
All right. You do what you set out to do. The threat doesn't come to bear. So you grab this demon,
Mm-hmm.
pin its wings, run and fall off the building together.
Yep.
Roll a d10.
Huh.
3.
You both take 3 points of damage.
I take no damage.
There you go. Because you have a defense of 4.
Yes.
Now you are outside of that bubble now, because that bubble was only in a near area, and you've now fallen to the bottom, which is at least far away.
Yeah. Fair enough. So I will go down 2-1.
So does that still count as taking damage? But then
Yes, it does.
Okay, so 1 more.
3 points of damage. So you gain a ward.
Okay, so where is Lucky now?
Lucky is
Would you
falling to the
consider
bottom of the
that?
building with the demon.
Would you have considered that hand-to-hand damage?
No.
Okay.
That was falling damage.
Okay.
Okay.
Sniper 3,000. 3,000 degrees.
How tall is the building?
10 stories.
Okay.
Okay. I am going to go ahead and I see I'm gonna come down off the building.
Can we team up
Can we team up?
and do the second half of the thing that I had said?
Yes. Well, they're already at the bottom.
Yeah, you can throw it down.
Okay, I'm gonna throw a bomb.
So we want to do a very simple team up,
Okay.
which is I'm gonna need a couple things to go right. I need at least two. But I want to push myself down there with my power. Put a detention bubble around Lucky, who's grappling with it, and Sniper 3000 is gonna throw a bomb that explodes onto the demon.
So what if instead we let the bomb land, then you put a detention bubble around the demon and the bomb?
I would, but I can't. I can only do things about the size of a man. I could do it like just to its wings.
Okay, I think you're right. If he was bigger, that'd be cool. But yeah, I think save Lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So- Yeah, I vote save Lucky.
Save Lucky.
Because Sniper 3000, remember, he started off his career as a trick shot star. So it's not just arrows. He can, he's got aim like none other. All right. So I'm
His
going
bottle flipping skills, they're on point.
They are way on point. All right. So I'm going to try to throw this bomb down at the demon.
Okay. What's the range of the explosive?
Close.
So you've got to be close to put it on them or to set it.
Okay. I'm going to go down and put it on them.
Okay. So you spend a little while running downstairs, barely alive, trying to get down to where the demon is. And you arrive at the bottom, and we'll pick up there the next time. However, you can get down there faster if you're willing to act recklessly and do some risky business.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm about. I'm all about stunts. I stunt all day.
You know what, Sniper 3000? You can't get down fast enough.
I'd be like, your plan won't work, Sniper 3000.
My plan always works. Hey, welcome, Torchbearer.
Bottle flip yourself off the end.
Yes, I'm gonna bottle flip myself. Also, welcome Torchbearer Gaming to the channel. Hope you guys enjoy what we've got, the chaos that is ensuing right now. So, I am going to I'm going to. You say my risky business. I'm gonna do something risky.
How are you doing it?
I'm like they said. I'm going to basically run my. You see? Oh, it's perfectly. It's silhouettes in the moon. My scarf. As I do my flip off of the building.
Ooh, sounds like you're enduring the damage that you may take.
Oh, yes.
So roll plus Constitution.
Risky business.
Okay.
Is your business.
It is.
He lands perfectly.
He died.
No, I don't. I rolled a 5.
Gain XP.
Plus two?
I think I level up.
Yes. You haven't leveled up, you level up.
Okay, I level up. Now what
This
happened?
one I'm going
Quintessential
to-
aim for the bushes moment.
But the threat or calamity might get worse as you throw yourself off this neighboring building.
I'm like, what the hell is he doing? I just told him he couldn't do it.
I was not kidding.
Yeah.
This is impossible.
That's my button. You guys literally pushed the button.
You are basically a man.
So was that your button?
That was my button. They say I can't do it. I can do it.
So you get a check mark, and then who pushed your button?
That would have been force field.
So force
No,
field,
freeze frame.
Oh, freeze frame.
Yeah, we
Freeze
both
frame,
sort
you
of.
get a check mark.
Yay.
Okay. Can I try to catch him?
I can try to my ice slide again.
Well, he's going to have to take the consequences of what just happened.
I will.
So go ahead and roll a d10.
D10. I remember last time I rolled really good.
Yeah, you roll like a 10.
Okay, a 7.
Take 7 hit points of
All
damage.
right, so I'm going to be down now.
Okay, so you are knocked out.
Yes. What cool thing happens now?
When you lose all your hit points, roll. No modifier, just a roll. Except Defender, I believe you have scales
Plus
of
one.
death.
I do. I give you a +1. I'm the only thing that helps out with getting knocked out.
All right, here we go. I rolled 2 6s.
So
Almost-
you wake up in a safe location and you choose one of your stats to take a debility, to take a -1 from now on. Which
Intelligence.
Okay, my intelligence.
Because he just jumped in.
And you wake up in Charon Medical Center in Steel Canyon. You're only 2 blocks away, and they've applied emergency measures, extraordinary measures, super-powered measures to keep you alive, and you have all of your hit points back.
Oh, do I have a cybernetic eye now?
Not yet.
Yes, I have a cyber. It means nothing mechanically, but they had to put one in. I lost my eye. They threw something in. I'm a sniper with a glowing red eye.
I have a GoPro. Like,
It's just my camera is now in my head. All right, so, all right.
I know something I want to do now. I changed.
What do you want to do?
I'm coming back.
So, now that I've finally made it down the stairs, luckily and have been fighting and battling for like a minute straight. I want to use my force field to shoot the demon into the van.
The tour bus.
Into the van. Because we took the second van. Oh no, wait! It exploded.
No, we just brought the tour bus.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Shoot. Never mind.
Destroy the tour bus. You know it.
Yeah, I want to shoot him into the tour bus and destroy our tour bus, which hopefully they'll buy us a new one if we save the town and not die.
Use a power.
Yeah. That is a 10 because I went +3 now.
Gain 3 stunts.
All right, so I defend myself and the allies with defense, and then I push something away. Let's see. Yep. And I want to protect the car.
Okay.
So I protect something about the size of a car. So
Well,
I
you
give
have
it
to spend
defense.
1 to do damage. So if you want this to actually hurt it, you have to...
Oh yeah, I'll do damage with it. I forgot I
Okay.
can do damage with force field.
You can do damage with either of your powers.
Nice. Okay, cool. Then yes, I do that. So he takes 7 damage, and I protect the car and I push him into it.
Okay. He goes flying back. He goes into the car. He stumbles a little bit, and you hear a crack as one of his wings break.
Nice. But I'd like to make it a team up. You got some spare bombs in the car, and now that the car is destroyed,
Oh yeah.
you could just
The car wasn't destroyed though.
yeah. But like you could finish it off.
Oh,
The van.
As you put the
Yeah, but he's got spare bombs like in our tour bus. GM?
perhaps.
yeah. I would definitely have spare bombs.
You just you're just watching it on the video now?
No, I'm there. You said it was only a few blocks away. They ambulance. They rushed me over, gave me the adrenaline, and I shot back up. I was like, no, I gotta go, and I'm running down. As I see the bus with it definitely has Sniper 3000's face on the side. He's just like, yeah. And the bus means a lot. But
Lucky Titan, what are you doing?
it's
Lucky Titan's just gonna keep brawling away with this demon.
All right. Sounds
going
like
to-
use a power.
Scrap and scrap. And a 10.
Gain 3 stunts.
So I'm gonna do a D6 damage.
Who are you and what have you done with Brad?
He's here.
Okay.
I'm gonna gain a D6 damage. I am going to lift it up, and as we're fighting, I'm going to pick him up to hold him, and like grab hold of him so that he can't get away.
Okay.
And second thing I want is to, the last thing I want to do is to withstand damaging energies and gain +3 defense. So against damaging energies, that was a plus. What do we get from you? Force 3. So I will have a 7 against damaging energies.
Yep.
And I'm gonna smack him.
You have a 4th stunt to do that.
Then I won't take the damaging energies. Yeah. I keep forgetting I need that additional stunt for that.
Yeah. Yep.
So 9 and 9, so 9 points.
Okay.
Because I did 7 more points of damage. Something physical the target has, a possession, a weapon, a limb, they've lost it.
Oh. Okay. So you rip off.
I'd like to rip an arm off. If
I think it makes more
Or
sense
wing.
because it's already broken.
Okay.
So you just rip one wing off, and it just poofs into ash and sulfur.
So I like to think that Lucky has the demon like over his head now.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I'm going to jump off the building because I'm still up there. Do a somersault, so I'm going feet first. I'm going to use my power to create ice around my feet and create like a giant icicle. And I'm going to use myself as a projectile, stabbing straight into the heart of the demon.
One thing the demon does to Lucky is he does get in a couple of blows. So roll a d12.
Boom, boom.
6.
So take 8 points of damage.
So
but yeah, you have 4 defense. So
7.
Okay.
You have 7 defense.
no, he
No.
opted not to do damaging energies for damage.
So I had that power activated, and I hadn't taken an attack yet. Again, it says until your next attack against them from a previous turn. Does that expire at the end of your current turn?
No, it does not. Until you get attacked again. You weren't attacked again. You still have it.
Okay, so I'll take 1 point then.
Yep.
All right.
A lot of time balancing these powers. They work exactly the way they say.
Okay.
All right. So that is a total of 12 for me jumping off the building and skydiving into this thing with icicle feet.
Okay. That is definitely a imminent threat to yourself by jumping off the building.
As we have so seen.
And it is a roll plus con. Does that affect your 12?
Roll plus what?
Constitution.
Yes, that would make it a 10.
Okay, same effect. So you come down the building on an ice ramp.
Well, no, I'm just free falling, and then turning myself into basically like a giant dart with my feet,
Oh.
and just try to stab straight into him as Lucky's holding him over his head.
You stab through him, and he just seems to drink in that ice power.
Huh. I don't know what I thought was going to happen there.
This is the first time I've seen this power. What is it?
It is. Let me look at my sheet here. Damage absorption.
But I just
Alright.
did the cool thing, the jump. And the...
I
Yeah,
did say it was
kick a rock
wreathed in blue flames.
Is he cold now? Okay.
He was. He always was.
It's cold fire.
Cold fire.
That's
Cold
the worst
fire.
kind of fire.
Yeah. I mean, hot fire's bad. But
Barrow
cold fire-
flame.
Bum. All right.
I'm from Sniper 3000 for a while.
Yeah, it's because they've been in the hospital.
Do you want to finally team up?
Yes, we're going to team up. You see Sniper 3000 just like walking. Very cool. Because I'm mad. I'm angry. I'm seeing you guys. I'm really proud of you all. I just saw Freeze Frame come jumping off that building, and I'm a little hurt and jealous that like he did it. But I'm like, at the end of the day, I'm like, all right, my boys are doing well, and now I need to step up. All right. How are we teaming up?
So I think you got some bombs.
I do have the bombs.
And I'd be like, just throw them at his head. I'll catch it.
What's that? All
I'd
right.
be like, just throw the bombs at the head. I'll catch it.
No, I can't throw them, so I'm gonna run.
Well, yeah, you can get them. If you're close, you can put them in.
Yeah, I'm gonna run up to the demon.
Yep.
Take my bombs off of my belt, and just.
So I'd be like, just slap him on his head, and then what I want to do is boop you away with a force power, and then put a detention bubble around its head.
Its head. Okay, that's what
with the bombs.
All right, here we go. I'm gonna roll, and you're. All right. How's this team up work? We both roll.
Do you force field? Do you have any stunts left that you're holding on to in your hand?
I have one.
Okay, so you can do one stunt to aid him. Pick which one that you think would be the best combination.
Circle the head, because if it works, then you don't need to boop him away.
Yeah.
7.
That's barely gaining 2 stunts, but you do gain 2 stunts.
All right. I'm going to use my my bomb. I'm going to use my bomb.
Bomb and do damage.
A bomb.
How much damage does this do?
Not a bomb.
And I'm encircling it. I'm using my one stunt to put a detention bubble around the bombs in its head.
Okay. So it does your damage.
Mine?
Sniper 3000.
Ah, much better.
All right. So that is 2d6. It's right there. Okay, that's just 7.
Okay. You describe how you take it out.
All right. I put these bombs on there, all right? And as I lift my hands off, like if these go off, they are going to kill me, all right? These bombs are. But I know I trust force field. And as the explosions are like, it explodes and it starts to emanate out, the force field gets around it just in time. So the bomb is just like contained in the force field. And it's just like you should see the poof inside it. And then as the force field disappears, the blood and viscera just like drops out of the air.
It's great because you're there with the bombs on its head. Lucky's grappling it. There's a spike through its chest that is freeze frame, and freeze frame. And now this bomb goes off, and there's like just this orb of like goop, and then the force field drops, and like you said, it just goops down.
Yeah, it turns into a sludge of ash that has a strong sulfur smell.
Well, I think our jobs are done here, boys. Demon is stopped.
Hey, be like, oh man, that was good. Do you guys want to like maybe get some gyros?
So like,
I think it's euros.
Job's not done. Still got the cultists.
My wrist.
All right, we go finish them off. We'll be like, you're right, Lucky.
When you get to the top, you find they have fled as you focused all your attention on the demon. Duke Mordragor has gotten away, perhaps to scheme another day.
Can we brood a little bit as we all look out over the city and just think about our euros that we could have got, but Lucky made us come back up onto.
Lucky's still got them in his pocket.
Yeah,
so
we have
he's
euros
on the roof.
Yeah, he's like, we don't even need to go. We just sit down next to the fire.
Yeah.
We heat him up on the ashes of this burning building.
Yes, we eat
Mine's all soggy.
some sweaty pocket
A little
euros.
sulfury.
All right. So let's do end of session experience.
There we go.
Ready?
Yep.
Yes.
If you hit a button of any other character during the session at least once, Or if anyone hit at least one of your buttons this session, mark XP. So if I give you a check mark, you gain 1 XP.
So
Done.
I did push freeze frames button with getting him to investigate something at the beginning.
Okay. Then you get an XP and freeze frame gets 1 XP.
And then Michael and I both pushed your button to make you jump off the building like a moron.
You did?
Doesn't matter. You've already gotten the XP for button pushing.
Ah, okay. Then I'm going to give
right.
Michael back his. I want to use mine for jumping off the building.
All right. If you fulfilled your alignment at least once this mission, mark XP. So you have to do 3 of the 4 things under hero. Become a role model of heroic behavior. Help people. Save the innocent and explain your higher purpose.
Definitely did that one.
Definitely only did the middle 2.
Yeah, I did 2 of those.
1.
Anybody do 3 or more?
Nope.
Okay. If you fulfilled your archetype at least once this session, mark XP.
Yes.
Yes. Aid someone who would have otherwise suffered.
Yes, you gain XP.
All right. That's 4
Take out a
total.
group of enemies, take XP. Defeat a powerful foe, take XP. And
I would say I did not do powerful opponent. That would have to go to Tom and his bomb.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you wrestled it for a whole minute.
That didn't deal damage.
You were there. You were part of the team.
Yeah.
Not in your name. 'Cause your name
Right,
Yeah,
right.
like-
That's right.
You gotta get in the
I
title.
don't get any of those royalties.
Yeah.
All ABB.
Always, yes, ABB.
Always be Brandon.
Okay.
All right. Answer the following 3 questions as a group. Did we learn something new and important about the world?
Yes, we did.
Everybody
Up and
mark
away
XP.
has better French fries than City of Heroes.
This is true. We
Did
determined
we overcome a notable monster or enemy?
Yeah,
did.
we
the
did.
bureaucracy of the fast food industry.
Yes.
Everybody gain 1 XP.
All right.
Did we save someone or something?
Many
Yes.
somethings and someone's.
You saved me from a boring evening.
You saved my self-esteem.
How about all the people in the building? How about the 2 hostages
Most of them.
in the Radio Shack?
Oh, we definitely saved the Radio Shack people.
We saved people from overpaying at that Radio Shack.
Yeah.
Because it's destroyed.
Everybody gain 1 XP.
All right.
And if you have 7 plus your current level XP, so in this case it would be 9 XP, you're able to level up to your next level.
I've got 7.
Thing.
Yep. No, I don't have it either. So.
Well, everybody, that is Time of Heroes.
Yeah.
Thank you. Time of Heroes.
This was it was a blast. We had a lot. I know I had a lot of fun with this.
I had a lot of fun too. Thank you for playing.
Yeah.
Yeah, appreciate it. It's good to get in, and the power balance is fun. Everybody's got a role.
So, let's finish this out. And Jason, if there is there, what do you want to let people know if they would like to participate with Time of Heroes? I know you've been doing some beta tests. Where can people find you and Time of Heroes?
The biggest place right now I'm using is Facebook. There's a Time of Heroes group. It is called Time of Heroes.
Always be branding.
ABB.
ABB.
And that is where you can find the rules that are the most current, the archetype and move sheets, landscape moves, so you can put them inside a GM screen, and a quick start pack to help you generate your character quickly.
Yes.
And I continue to update it. I plan on having the next iteration up next Wednesday.
Okay.
So a week from tomorrow. That would be July 3rd, I believe.
Yep.
So.
And then I will have a final update that I hope to have out right before Gen Con.
Cool. Yeah, I know you're super active on that Facebook group. I've joined that. I know you're always posting updates, so definitely go search for Time of Heroes on Facebook, especially if you enjoy what you saw here and are looking to play. You play in this world. This is a good opportunity to do so. So,
very easy system to pick up for anybody that is new to role playing or well seasoned with it.
Yeah.
Good. I'm glad everybody enjoyed it. I am.
Brad, anything from you?
I had a great time. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Alrighty, so that will do it for us here at the RPG Academy.
Not
podcast.
yet. One last thing. All right, everybody go to,
Bonus clip.
yes, just Google search a Catacon line. We are doing a free online RPG convention. So if you would like to play an RPG with a lot of cool people, just like we're playing a game online, it's very, very straightforward. Anybody can do it. Go look up a Catacon line, and we'll share the link in the description at the end. And check it out.
Yep.
Awesome. I was going to do that as well, but you saved me the trouble, so thank you very much.
Yes,
Thank
it's my
you to
baby.
everybody.
All right.
Yeah. Tom, Jason, Brad, Mike, cool. Thank you much for joining. Anybody who watches us now and in the future, thanks for joining us as well. Really appreciate it. And with that, we'll do our awkward wave out.
Bye.
Bye-bye.